there is a fifth dimension. Beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Waffle Zone. All of you have just entered the Waffle Zone.
4, 3, 2.
Good evening, everybody, and happy Monday. If you can say that's a happy Monday today. I think tonight we're going to do the same thing we did Saturday night. Just going to be chill, calm, and whatnot. I do have a few memes posted in the waiting for us tonight, so we will get to those after we get done with the conversations tonight. But to bring on, of course, we know him, we love him. We have our own MGTOW Mando here, the co-host of the Waffle Zone.
How you all doing?
And of course, back from his shenanigans with his buddies, we have Crusader Nate joining us as well tonight too. So it's going to be a good time. Oh man. So, what a weekend, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the weekend wasn't bad. The start of the week wasn't, can't be said the same.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'll just say I call it Murphy's Law Monday for a reason.
Murphy's Monday, man. He's always got to show up with the 18-inch stainless steel dildo and minimal lube.
You actually got lube? Fucking bastard.
I don't know what Murphy does in your neighborhood, but
there was a little bit of a spit dribble on the tip, so
that was probably blood from the last sad sack that he dealt with.
Well, I'm still feeling the pain from Murphy because I still have to use the headset microphone, and I still haven't watched back anything, so I don't know how I'm sounding. But apparently, Red Pill Rhino, that bastard. So apparently he says, I don't know, he'll be showing up here later on. He'll say, oh yeah, he'll be talking crap in the chat, and show up, you little bitch. I'm just kidding. Love you, Rhino. No homo.
yeah.
If we don't all give each other shit in this community, what are we doing?
That's right. You only give shit to the ones that you love. So
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Let's see.
Giving you shit is our way of building you to be a stronger individual.
Absolutely. Oh, it looks like we got Edmund in the panel tonight as well.
Nice.
Yep, looks like
Hey, welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, pal.
might not be fully set up yet. Don't have camera or audio yet. So go ahead and we'll put you backstage there, Edmund, but we'll bring you back on as soon as I see you get your stuff all figured out there. But gentlemen, how was your weekend?
Huh? Fun.
Yeah, I bet you bastard. You were talking backstage there, and
Yeah.
that lucky son of a bitch walked out with a couple bottles of some pretty high quality whiskey. It sounds like.
Only a couple of cases worth.
Just a couple. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. I'm still.
I think I came home
still-
with like 2.5 cases.
That'll hold you over for a little while.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't drink all the time.
Unlike some of us.
Like someone we allegedly know.
Yeah, we don't know anybody like that drinks
Right.
all
of
the
course.
time. You know. But
Right.
Don't judge me, monkey.
Yeah, man.
Too late.
You weren't around. I was telling Jimmy. We were out Saturday night. One of my buddies, we're all wearing just t-shirts on our button-down shirts, and one girl's kind of flirting with my buddy, and she unbuttons his shirt a little bit, and just kind of getting a little playful with him. And he's wearing his the old navy blue shirt's kind of tattered, and it says 2002 or was it 2002? It's got the globe on it. 2002 CTU World Tour.
Oh, God.
And she goes, "What's CTU?" And he goes, "Don't worry about it." And she goes, "I really want to know."
She's never seen 24, has she?
Apparently
Well,
not.
I mean, she was, I think, 21, almost 22 years old. So,
Oh, yeah,
no,
so she wouldn't have seen
not-
it then.
yeah.
that explains it.
Yeah. I mean, Mando, you probably remember when those T-shirts were floating around out there for service individuals.
Remember it, I have 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mouth of Gape 8 says, "Isn't today National Whiskey Day?" Well, you know what? I just happened to do a quick search, and apparently it is National Whiskey Day today on March
Huh.
27th.
Okay. You got to twist my arm.
I was gonna say, so I guess I got to go grab the remaining remnants of my the Jameson that I had from St. Patty's Day. That's in the freezer. I might have to
You
have
didn't finish that night?
No, I only poured half of it in that drink I made, and we saw how that turned out.
That's
And are you
right.
sure you want to drink that having to work tomorrow?
No, because I learned my lesson a long time ago. To if I'm gonna drink whiskey on the weekdays, you sip it. You don't fucking slam the shit.
No.
All right. Well, it looks like Edmund has his stuff situated here. Edmund, salute
What?
to you, good sir.
Good evening. I was trying to use my phone instead of using the computer to try to be a little bit more relaxed, and then it fucking like move closer to your router. My router is like right over there. What the hell does it want me to do? You know, could it be like the 6 or 7 different random shit I have connected to the internet that's causing the issue? I don't know.
Right. It seems like Murphy is being a busy guy. He's been screwing over a lot of everybody.
Murphy visited me today. I tried to tell you in the chat. It wasn't the transmission.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw those. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, it was basically apparently the axle jobs that one mechanic shop did. They only replaced one. I don't know why it broke again so soon. And then they had to replace 2 of them today. And I thought it was going to be like maybe $200 or something today, maybe $1,000.
Gone.
Fucking gone.
Yeah.
Well, you could wait. you could wait at the mechanic shop for like 5 hours for them to fix this shit. No, I'm gonna go home.
Yep.
But I was able to get the car back. I was driving. The car's fine. She doesn't shake like somebody on like Parkinson's or something like that. It's
Like Michael J. Fox behind the wheel.
yeah, it doesn't do that no more. And so I drove a little.
And for that joke, I will take a swig of my Jameson.
Ooh, look at you. Is that whiskey or a pint of whiskey? It looks
This
like
this is just the small bottle, the 375 of the Jameson.
Single
oh,
serve.
okay. It looks like a bottle of ale. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over the conversation or anything. I apologize.
Nope,
Hey.
that's what we're here for tonight. It's just gonna be another chill conversational night. So I do have memes pulled up at the ready to go. So we will
Yeah, nice.
get in. We'll get
cool.
into those.
So I don't have to go hunting down another semi-humorous SCP. Thank God.
No.
So we'll,
No,
I
we'll look
I
at
was
memes.
watching a lot of anime recaps and shit while waiting for this stuff to happen. And about, a one or two is okay, but like after like a couple hours, you're like, what the hell?
Right. The speaking of animes, I can't remember what page it was on Facebook or whatever, but it brought up the live action Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Evolution. A lot of the folks that in my age, they'll know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
the let's just say Dragon Ball Evolution held the record for the lowest score on the IMDb website, which is like they review games, movies, animes, cartoons, and all that other stuff, and they give them ranks and whatnot, kind of like a Rotten Tomatoes kind of thing. And then I had to put the comment in. I was like, if you value the source content of this movie and realize that, one, the director had zero knowledge of what Dragon Ball even was, and two, they gave Akira Toriyama, who is the creator of Dragon Ball, the executive producer labeling on it, and Akira Toriyama had zero input in this movie. They basically turned Goku from a kid growing up in the woods who was clueless about the entire fucking world into a teenager, angsty, basically
So-
about Twilight
made-
is what it was.
I was literally about to make that joke.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
basically made a Karate Kid.
It was like Karate Kid mixed with Twilight in some implements of the Dragon Ball lore in there, because like the one thing that they got right was in the original Dragon Ball anime during the very last saga and whatnot, King Piccolo was the bad guy, so they made Piccolo the bad guy. So they're all hunting around for the Dragon Balls and this and that. If you know the lore, you know what I'm talking about. But what they got so many things wrong. Is if you go back and watch, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch. I would recommend the first, go back, start at Dragon Ball, start that, and then watch probably up until Dragon Ball Z, which is right. It was like takes place right after. Oh wow. Right after the Piccolo saga for the tournament where he's actually, I can't remember what the fuck is his name? Can't remember what I think he goes by Piccolo Jr. But yeah, if you go back and watch the anime up until the 23rd Budokai Tenkaichi in the anime, and then you go and watch Dragon Ball Evolution, and you actually understand what the anime is about, and then you watch Dragon Ball Evolution, you will understand why that movie completely fucking tanked. Oh my God, it was horrible. I watched it one time. I'm like, hey, okay, live action Dragon Ball. Yeah, we'll check it out. Yeah, not even having Chow Yun Fat as Master Roshi. Or is it Chow Yun Fat?
It's
Ah,
the same way you feel about about Dragon Ball Evolution. I feel about like the Aragon movie that they made about the Dragon Riders, and I have the series of books, tucked away in the corner, and it's great because it's like goes through a lot of detail that fills that nerdy need to kind of know kind of what's going on, but it's elusive to how things work. So it leaves the mystery there. But the movie just kind of it's like a wet fart.
yep, yep. See,
Oh,
yep. See, Bacon knows what I'm talking about. Akira has no say in the live action Dragon Ball movie. Gee, what gives it away? Well, the fact that they say that the Uzaro, which is the Saiyan Great Ape, comes around during the eclipse, completely wrong. The Uzaro transform or a Saiyan transforms into an Uzaro under a full moon,
So it's a
and
werewolf.
kind of in a way,
is
but
this
This
kind of
really is
funny
sounding more
how
like Twilight.
it
isn't it kind of funny like how all these movies it's like they're kind of like the same almost.
yeah, and Dragon Ball Evolution came out in 2009, and
Okay.
it was
I don't know what I think I saw it, but like I don't really remember it. It wasn't like I didn't hate it, but it was like I don't think I was gonna ever
uh,
watch it again type of thing.
see me being a very much Dragon Ball Z fan, Dragon Ball fan. I even like GT. That'll probably ruffle some feathers, but hey, sue me. But after watching Dragon Ball Evolution, it it crushed my soul because then I was like, how did they get so many things wrong? Try to make them right, but and
You
then I
sound
watched
like almost every Marvel fan out there currently.
basically
I
yeah.
stopped watching after the second like Iron Man. I stopped caring after that.
I I watched until the end of the Infinity Saga.
I couldn't
I
even get to that.
I gave um Doctor Strange 2 a chance, and when the first 30 minutes were basically a commercial for Magic the Gathering, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
um I like
See.
Doctor
I
Strange.
have the only like superhero movies that I've seen like in the MCU or whatever would be Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, well the three Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool, whatnot.
I'll be honest,
And
Toby
then
killed Spidey for me.
Deal.
yeah, and then I didn't watch any of any of the other movies. I didn't watch any of the Thor movies, the Black Panther movies, or I watched Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's about the only saving grace for me with like superhero esque movies was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, that one's
And then I
more of
wa-
a cheap Star Wars knockoff.
pretty
Yeah.
much yeah. And
Talking
then I
about
watched
Star Wars. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
yeah.
I maybe made it 10 minutes into Guardians of the Galaxy and walked out.
I don't blame you, man.
Did you really walk out on the movie?
Yeah.
Like, jeez. Do you get your money back, or is it just one of those things?
No, just one of those. I mean, it's what? It was like $20 for a movie ticket. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
it was. I mean,
Movies are
After-
expensive. That's why you should like watch them on other sites for free. Like, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Allegedly.
allegedly, because those things are bad, and those actors they work hard for their money. I'm sure they do. I really feel bad for them.
Well, when I heard that
Well,
they
I
were
know
gonna-
Brie Larson works real hard.
Right. Well, when they
Right.
they were going to do Captain Marvel, I was actually excited, thinking they were going to actually follow the original Captain Marvel comic series, and I was waiting to see that one come out. And then when I saw kind of the commercials and the stuff like that, a buddy of mine manages a business that owns multiple movie theaters and offered me a sneak peek. I'm like, nah, thanks, dude. Because it was just gonna be executives in the theater only. Like it was the Sunday night before the sneak peek. So like we were gonna be able to watch it, a couple of days before even the sneak peek. Private showings. And I'm like, no, dude, I saw some previews for it. I'm like, I want nothing to do with that.
Right.
See, I moderately enjoyed Captain Marvel. It wasn't. It doesn't sound like it was quite Dragon Ball bad, but it definitely wasn't up there with any of the really good movies that have been made.
We did
Yeah.
I watched part of it. Me and a couple of buddies got together. We did like a barbecue competition among ourselves, and one of my buddies went out and bought a copy of it. So we did kind of a Captain Marvel roast. I only saw parts of it though, but it was probably probably the worst acting I've ever seen.
Have you ever subjected yourself to Twilight?
No.
That's actually worse than Captain Marvel. Not by much, but
you guys talk about all this anime stuff and all. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
oh no, this. Trust me, what I'm mentioning isn't anime.
No. Twilight was the trilogy of books that came out
That was the
like
chick
in
flick.
in my high school days. So, you got all these. Is Bella gonna get with the vampire or the werewolf or this and that?
Yeah.
And
I remember hearing
it's
about
like,
that. They had
that's
different
all.
teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, so basically when Twilight came out in movies, guess what the number one female name for all babies born that year was?
I have
Bella.
no idea.
It was Bella.
What was that? One of the main characters?
Yes.
Yeah, she's the chick that is she or is she not gonna get with whoever the fuck their names are? I don't care.
Oh,
to
no wonder I never
know
watched
stuff. Yeah, it was bad, man.
See, I made the mistake of reading the first book and watching that first movie because at that point I was still thinking with the little head and was thinking, oh, if I know about this, I might have a chance.
No.
Yeah, let's just put it this way. If you were invisible before, you're still invisible even when you're gathering intel on your target area.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
And now I can never delete that memory from my brain pan.
No.
Well, honestly-
there ain't not enough booze in the world to delete the pain of watching the Twilight movies.
I will
Or
say,
reading the book,
coming
because
from
I did both.
Hey, when
Oh,
are we going to
jeez.
get Pop to read the rest of the fan that 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, that was priceless. We got to do that again.
I don't know. I might have to send a text to Blake and Pop to give them a little bit of a hounding. But speaking of Captain Marvel that was mentioned, maybe we can add that to their movie night one of these days where they just sit back and roast it.
Oh, you know,
That'd be-
Pop's gonna lose it.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
No, what we could do is we could do a drinking game. Every time Pop gets frustrated, we all take a shot.
Nobody
even
would
I
be sober by the end of the first half.
even I would die from alcohol poisoning on that one.
I would just have to I would just have to invert the bottle and start chugging in the first 10 minutes.
Just get two bottles of whiskey, put them in a beer helmet, and then turn the straw on, and then just sit there with the straw and just sit there and just.
Oh
See-
no! Oh, no! What we would have to do is we'd have to get Fitzwell because he's the Air Force guy,
God.
and he would know So you have Fitzwell, Pop, and the Captain for Captain Marvel.
Oh gosh.
I
That would
I
be a
think that
good
would be
one.
great.
That would be
That would be
pretty-
hilarious.
That
But
would be
then again,
hilarious. But
then again,
I
you get Fitzwell and Pop in the same room, and it's going to be hilarious no matter what.
but I'm
Like-
also gonna point something out to you though. I have a sneaky suspicion getting Pop to watch that, if his heart didn't explode from the overall levels of frustration, he would probably come and hunt down each and every one of us and beat us within an inch of our lives.
Nah,
Ah,
nah, you got to remember, Pop even says it himself. He's old and lazy and doesn't want to fight anymore. So
Dude, I roast
I just
Pop
say-
usually
I
on
think
Sunday
it'd be
nights with
The way you would do it is
King
you-
Kong.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Nate.
Go ahead. I'm saying that
Yeah.
on Sunday nights, I'm usually, me and Riggs are the two that are usually roasting Pop in the supporter streams on Sunday, about King Dongs and Pans of Lasagna and stuff
Yep.
like that constantly.
You know how hard it is to make a good lasagna? You're going to hurt her feelings.
No, I'm just saying that if she makes a good lasagna, that bumps her up like a point or two. So and she makes a great lasagna, she could be a 5 or 6.
I'm just
There
like
you
no, the way we would get Pop to watch Captain Marvel is that we do a charity stream, right? And we all donate a bunch of money to get him to watch it on his like supporters or something like that, you know? Like, hey, I fucking hate Captain Marvel. There we go. And then we basically everybody just chips in a bunch of money and like a certain amount and be like, God dang it, now I gotta watch this movie. Yes, you do. And then, it'd be a good time.
Well,
Son of a
that's a great
bitch.
But another great idea in,
Yeah.
in the nature of having Pop reading the 50 Shades of Grey,
Yeah.
why don't we do that for Rhino's supporter? Have Rhino read 50 Shades of Grey.
Like any particular chapter, or just pick a place and start reading.
Like, I don't know. I'd say we'd have to pick he has to do like 20 or 30 minutes of reading per stream. And as long as he does that, everybody will donate, X amount,
Isn't the
Let's see.
chick in that series though younger than Rhino's target demographic?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
So that might be a hard sell for him.
I don't know. She's probably closer to my demographic, so maybe I might have to do that one of these days.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, let's see some interesting chats here from Mr. E. After they butchered Ghost in the Shell and Cowboy Bebop live action, I wouldn't waste my time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna point something out. I know I'm gonna get roasted by you guys, and I'm fully prepared, so I've already ripped the Band-Aid off. Next week, when it comes out in theaters, I am gonna take the risk on seeing the Mario movie.
Mario?
Mario movie?
Yeah.
Be all right.
Oh, okay.
I admit I'm a nerd, I'm a dork, and there's certain things that from my childhood that they still haven't effed up. Mario and Zelda, 2 of those things.
Give it a few more years.
I'm going in fully expecting it's going to be a cluster fornication, but from the trailers I've seen, it doesn't look like they've effed it up that badly. And from
But
the
then-
trailers I've seen, the mods they've made to it for the story actually seem to fit.
Right. See, I did see a couple trailers for the Mario movie where they actually brought in like what the fuck implements of Mario Party, Super Mario World, Mario Kart.
It's
I mean,
it's basically all basically all 40 years of Mario in one movie.
that'd be all right. I mean, are you sure with a white guy voicing Mario who isn't Italian though?
I don't care.
Of course not.
It-
Of course
if
not.
the-
You're a free-thinking individual with a IQ above room temperature. So
If the story's entertaining, I don't care. And from the trailers I've seen, there's multi-layered humor in that would make Disney go, I need to take notes.
No, they will take notes and say, "Hey, we better not do this and fuck everything else up that we're doing."
Oh, as long
Which
as you're doing
remind,
the opposite, well,
which reminds me, I saw a meme the other day. I wish I had it saved, or else I would bring it up right now. So we had the Little Mermaid get race swapped,
Oh,
which
God.
okay, fine, whatever. They race swapped Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. Can they race swap Tarzan?
Yeah, I saw that meme too.
Because I did Disney. I'm going to go full screen. I
Fucking
dare ya. I double dog dare ya. Please race swap Tarzan instead of being a white man. Make him a black man growing up with gorillas swinging around the jungle. I dare ya. You won't. Oh, the bacon, not the bacon, the goddamn bacon, says on the same subject. I now count DBZ abridged as official canon. Don't care, it's that good. Yes, Team 4-star. After you're done, sitting through this stream, or if you're tired of listening to my bullshit and these guys' other shit, do a YouTube search on Team 4-star and listen to Dragon Ball Z abridged. Hilarious stuff. I mean, it is. Oh, it is quality content, man. It is so fucking funny.
Wonder
so
if it says
funny.
Wonder if it's as good as the Emperor text-to-speech device that used to exist.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's 40K humor.
Okay. Yeah, see, 40K stuff goes way over my head. I never got into that stuff.
And I'm not going to try to explain it. It would take most of the stream just to get you through the basics.
It would take about the same time as Rhino trying to get Voicemeeter Banana to work on my laptop.
Longer.
Which was 3.5 hours, but mind you, and this was after we got done doing the stream. So I would think Rhino's decision to stop drinking came from me and my laptop, because he really wanted to come visit me and my laptop and do unspeakable things with the baseball bat to my laptop.
Well, the laptop's not that old, is it? Oh, you mean other things? I was gonna say, don't leave him in the same room with a laptop alone. It's not here to defend himself.
Is it sad that I was thinking something very much the same lines there, Crusader?
No, I kind of figured someone would be thinking.
You got to admit, though,
that
Friday
kind of way.
night, I set up Rhino how many times, hook, line, and sinker, and he didn't see it coming.
No,
No, I got him a couple times really good. It's like,
I was.
how do you not see this? I'm rolling out the red carpet for you, dude. How do you realize it's not a trap?
Crusader,
It's a trap.
you're subtle.
What?
You're scary subtle when you try to be.
Yep. You're subtle with your setups, and you're dealing with simple-minded folks. We don't get them, so we just read whatever
I
we're
wasn't
told.
being that subtle.
We're like,
I thought I was being blatantly obvious Friday night.
What happened Friday night?
Oh.
Roasting Rhino good.
Oh, okay.
oh, it was a good roast. I will say this: I think we did take it just a little bit too far with Jackal.
No, we
I
didn't.
mean, it was. I love the kid. No homo to him. He's a good kid and whatnot. But I think we might have went. We were pushing just a little bit. He was very silent, and you don't make Jackal silent very often. So I think we might have pushed a couple of his buttons.
Oh, Billy was being hilarious near the end.
He was killing me with his voice impressions. I was dying laughing at at his impressions. I wasn't, not to be mean on Jack or anything. Again, I love the kid. No homo, but man, that was funnier than shit. That was so funny.
You gotta keep in mind, Billy's a little bit older than me. We're about the same age range, and we grew up in a different generation. I mean, if we're not harassing you and tormenting you like that, that's when you need to worry.
Yeah.
If we're being nice and polite and respectful to you, that's cause for concern.
That's when you need to take a step back to like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
It's like, yeah, I get it.
I mean, look at what we do to Rhino. I mean,
Rhino could take it though. Rhino seems like the kind of guy that he's good natured enough not to like take it too personally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
see-
he knows we're doing it just to bust his chops, just for the fun of it.
And sometimes we're doing it just to see how he's going to react.
Exactly.
The message that he shared in Gilded when he was at that restaurant, and they set him down next to the mural of the Cougars.
See, I still halfway wonder if somebody at that restaurant either watches his streams or listens.
That's
Realize
that's
too,
what
he-
I was. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, okay, this can't just be coincidence, can it? Really?
Man.
All right. Of all people, if I were getting, comments like he gets from us all the time, and that actually happened to him, I wouldn't openly admit it to the group. The fact that he did just shows me right then and there that he kind of enjoys and understands,
Yeah, just
little
just
stuff.
a little bit, just a little bit of ribbing, man. Just a little bit of ribbing.
Polska's in the chat. What's up, Polska?
Oh, we got Polska Bob here.
Polska Bob.
Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the chat here. Mr. E says they better not fuck up Spawn. He's supposed to be getting a hard R. Guy who's in the Punisher Netflix back. Yeah, that is one thing that is one sensitive subject. Speaking of Rhino, they better not fuck up Spawn because he will.
Oh, he'll come unglued.
He will throw a bitch fit, and if they do fuck up Spawn, I expect a full stream on him just ripping that movie to shreds.
No, you know what they need to do? They need to bring in Brie Larson as the new Spawn. Just because I know he would just lose it. And I see Jimmy's about ready to spit his beer out.
Would that not send Rhino into kind of a homicidal rage, though?
I might have to make that trip down and go down there just to calm him down. For that. Even then, I don't think I will be successful in doing that.
No, I suspect you wouldn't be able to make it back in one piece.
What I think I'll do is I'll email Billy and I'll ask him if he can do a Spawn deepfake with Brie Larson instead.
No.
Oh!
Yes.
Just to watch him squirm and just
I'm
not sure which of us likes stirring the pot more, me or you.
Oh man,
Oh,
I like stirring the shit pot myself, but Jesus Christ, Nate, you just go in there with a fucking full out war motor to fucking stir that pot.
Okay. On one of, I actually think it was one of your streams that Rhino was hosting for. I wasn't there because I had to be at drill, and I put a comment in the chats about I heard rumors that somebody sharded their brains out once, and Rhino just was like, "No way, that's not possible."
Yeah, that was the that was the stream that I went to go help serve cinnamon rolls at the that charity fund that one night.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I remember Crusader was just egging it on more and more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. The times that I could jump, go outside, have a smoke or whatever, and break away from serving out the cinnamon rolls, I would open up the fucking stream, and I just happened to see Mitch Armando says, "Yeah, this dude literally shit his brains out." And I was like, "Oh, this is." I was like, "This is gonna be great stuff. I go back in, and then about like 20, 30 minutes later, I'm helping other folks carry stuff out and whatnot. So I'm standing outside bullshit with folks and I open it up, and then like 20, 30 minutes later, here goes Rhino. How can you shit your brains out, man?
Well, when I started getting into the
Oh,
anatomy
man.
and how the body's structured and the texture of the brain tissue, and I started explaining that to him, he's like, you could see the wheels were turning, like he was thinking, like,
He was,
is that actually happening?
how is that possible? It's
But
not,
the look in
man.
his face when I said the spinal column would have to come out first, like you can tell it instantly grossed him out.
We need to send
SCPs, you know that they got that funny looking brain looking SCP. You know?
There's
Yeah.
3 or 4 of them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's.
I really don't want
Oh.
to break that wiki open again tonight.
No.
No.
It's a
I'm pretty
rabbit.
sure. I'm pretty sure we had Jimmy dying of laughter from that one.
I was crying laughing so hard, man. I literally had to go walk around the backside of the building and whatnot so that I can listen to this. And I'm just looking at Rhino's fucking expressions. Like, what? No. And I am dying laughing.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
Oh, he fell for that one hook, line, and sinker as well.
Oh, that was so.
That wasn't
so-
Jackal on there with you as well, and wasn't he kind of egging it on too?
Yeah, well, Jackal means well. However,
Yep.
he's still a puppy. He's still on the younger end of the spectrum. No disrespect or anything, but he's still on the younger end and has a few more things to learn about the joys of life, shall we say.
Yes.
Boys.
The joys of life. Like getting to the point in life where you almost are on a first name basis with Murphy and you can kind of help arrange other meetings for other people as opposed to yourself.
I'm just
Yeah.
Speaking of arranging meetings with Murphy, my brother was in a situation where like the neighbor, like I kind of knew it was going to happen. Not to get into the details of things, but this person was taking advantage of his time and stuff like that. Just one older lady next door needs help with whatever the fuck she needs help with, and just finally, and I've been listening to this shit for years, and he finally got frustrated, so frustrated that he walked home like 3 miles because this lady pissed him off so bad. And what pissed him off, what it wasn't anything too big. It was just like the final fucking straw, you know?
Yeah.
And he left. And then I'm thinking about, not trying to say what I do know or don't know, because I don't know anything. But I'm just like, with a little bit of creative thinking, he doesn't have to know anything that I do.
Right.
You know, like somebody might get an anonymous call somewhere somehow.
Right. Accidents happen all the time.
It just coincidences and stuff like that. Maybe someone somewhere gets an anonymous tip to make sure that this person is okay.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, there's always a sequence of unfortunate events that occur daily for everybody randomly.
Oh, you mean like when somebody allegedly finds a file that may or may not have something to do with a certain political figure?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, allegedly.
Like I said, a sequence of unfortunate events happens regularly.
I just have to figure out if that's something I really want to do. Probably.
Yeah.
I just have to.
Hey, Edmund, just remember. There's an
Yeah.
old remember this old Klingon proverb. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Yes. Anyway, not to. I ran into to change the subject a little bit, not to ignore you, but I ran into a guy who was telling me how to run like this online business that I could do, right? You know, basically involving social media and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not trying to get on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or any of that shit to sell necklaces, you know, or anything. And he had good ideas about I could do time lapse pictures and videos and I didn't want to fucking do all that. I'm telling you, there is like this. This is a side passion project. There is no money involved unless it's like I really niche my way in there, and stuff like that. But if I can ever find the photo, I made it a bikini top. I might try to find it and put it in the gilded. Let me see if I can't find it.
There you go.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
see if
I'm
I can
sure-
find it.
I'm sure there's a market for chainmail bikini tops and whatnot.
Right.
I'm sure.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
hoping that
especially among fantasy LARPers.
yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of like the goal of doing into that, because then you have to really get to know people. And the thing is, it's like I can't make stuff for people that I don't like. So like, why am I going to
Right.
produce necklaces or whatever the fuck I'm going to produce, and then have nobody be interested in getting them? You know, that's
Yeah.
time and effort spent into those things. So like, can you do this? Well, I haven't done it, but you gave me a picture, and I think I can do it, and give you an idea of how long it'll take, and then I could do that, but I can't give you a promise. You know, shit like that. You know, that's
On that note,
we got.
I would put the P break up, but let's just say the Chili Mac is starting to attack.
Oh
so
dear.
I'm
Chili Mac attack?
I'm going
Oh no.
to have a Chili
No.
Mac attack.
Are
So
you engaged in
I'm-
bio-warfare again?
no, but here in about 30 seconds I will be. So I will go ahead and take myself off camera. I will turn the show over to these gentlemen.
Yes.
Mute your mic.
But the goddamn bacon. I know a lot of you guys haven't seen either one. He asks, which is worse, Dragon Ball Evolution or the Shyamalama Ding Dong version of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Yes, is the
I
proper.
have no idea.
I've heard
Yeah.
horror stories about both of them.
Yes. Alrighty, I will return momentarily. The show is yours, gentlemen.
Uh-oh. Mute your mic.
I'm trying-
Okay. Don't
I'm
forget
trying to
mute your
find
mic,
it.
Jimmy. Yeah, I don't know. Movies have really gone downhill probably the past 25 or 30 years, to say the least.
That they have.
Yeah, it's sad when your favorite movies are ones that you grew up with as a child.
Right. Yeah. When like the movies you saw that were on TV that were done, I don't want to, kind of, well, I already said I'm Gen X, so when I say like movies like Cannonball Run or Every Which Way But Loose, when you see movies like those old mid to late 70s movies, you have those, you have some of the old Mel Brooks stuff.
Here we go.
Oh,
That's classic.
here's one for you. Airplane.
Oh,
Top
Airplane.
Secret.
yeah. What are some of what's the other one?
Airplane 2. Not quite
Yeah.
as good, but still comedy gold.
Oh yeah. Remember the old TV series Police Squad?
Wasn't that what they based the Naked Gun off of?
Yep. Leslie Nielsen was hilarious.
Oh, in the right roles, he was a amazing comedic actor.
Oh, and the thing is, he wasn't a comedian. He didn't have any comedic training or anything like that. He was known as like a very serious, dramatic actor. Like,
Oh, another one who fits that same mold, the gentleman who did Unsolved Mysteries for the longest time.
yeah,
He was in, I want to say at the very least, the first Airplane movie, and
yeah, he was. He
I-
was it? Oh, what was his name? It wasn't. It was Stryker.
it wasn't Stryker. He was the senior airline pilot.
Yeah.
Where am I gonna put
Yeah, Jerry's had a good one, Blazing Saddles. That movie was hilarious.
Okay,
Even some of
I
the old
I love
Python-
Mel Brooks, but I'm gonna probably get roasted for saying this. Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs have been quoted so many times and have been played to death to the point where, as much as I enjoyed them, I really can't watch them anymore
Yeah,
because I know them by heart.
Yeah. Now, you could probably get enjoyment out of having, you know, exposing younger adults to the experience of Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Like watching the look of sheer terror and horror on their face. Like when the old lady says good morning to the when the sheriff says good morning to the old lady walking through town. You know the
Oh
part I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Oh yeah.
Or the hand cart moment, or let's see, the where the white women at moment.
God.
Can you imagine seeing like a Gen Z or like Jackal or his age group sitting down to watch Blazing Saddles? Your
See,
entertainment would be watching their reaction.
Jackal, I don't think would be phased by it.
No, oh no, but I'm saying Jackal's generation.
Now, okay, here's a couple of Mel Brooks' other ones that most people seem to forget about. High Anxiety,
Good one.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Not
Yep.
as good, but still not terrible.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, and what
Young
was that?
Frankenstein?
Yeah, Young Frankenstein.
Walk these away.
Yeah, he made a lot of good movies, but it's just The Men in Tights was pretty good. You know, I like that one.
Yeah.
He
Your
was a
entertainment-
comedic genius.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now-
Oh, okay. I know
He
he's
hasn't
old.
he hasn't been called for his final review yet.
No.
Okay.
Like I've shown those movies to my nephews, and as a precursor to that, what I actually showed them were episodes of Married with Children First.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I love that series. In fact, I quote that series periodically just to get reactions from people, especially feminists.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Congratulations,
Uh,
Darcy. I didn't know what you were expecting.
Speaking of Mel Brooks, because yes, I did go take a dump with my headphones on, but I had the mic muted. History of the World Part 2 streamed on Hulu last week. I need to pull that up and watch it sometime this.
Yeah.
Let me
soon,
know if
because
it's actually worth watching, because I
because
have a bad
his-
feeling about anything on Hulu.
Yeah, I do too, because he does have a few pretty wokey actors in it and whatnot. But History of the World Part 1, you can't really knock it because
It's a classic.
it is classic. I mean, yeah, Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs, yes, those are good Mel Brooks. But History of the World Part 1, that is the baseline of Mel Brooks humor, and it is
Oh yeah.
awesome. And I love
Like,
that. I love that
The
movie.
moment we had a certain Austrian painter on ice. That was a good one.
The Spanish Inquisition musical number.
Yeah, that was another funny moment. Or Josephus pouring the wine. Say when? About 7 o'clock. Gilda Radner was hilarious. Oh,
It's too bad that so many of the people that Mel Brooks worked with have passed on as well.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually met Gene Wilder like, what, 15 years ago?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that'd have been.
He was old and
I-
not in the best of shape, but his spirit, I mean, he was literally the man you saw on film was the man you met in person.
I've heard he was actually a really good guy.
Yeah, like very friendly, very like when you see when you would see him in like Blazing Saddles or like Willy Wonka, like you see that guy that would spontaneously do something crazy and had that bubbly, gregarious, open personality. Just he'll talk to anybody and just do
Yep.
something crazy just to watch somebody's reaction. That's who he was.
Okay, so I'm sure Nate, you've seen the movies, but the trilogy of Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor movies.
Oh,
I don't think I've
yes.
seen those.
What's the?
See No Evil, Hear No
Yes.
Evil.
Yep.
That was one of them.
Oh,
That one's the only reason why I can name that one is because that one was my favorite of the three that those two did, but I can't remember the other two. I know they made three movies together, but See No Evil, Hear No Evil was by far one of the funniest
Oh.
movies I've seen.
you could
Oh
not
my-
remake the movie now.
No.
Oh,
Well, I mean, it's got Richard Pryor in it, man. And if people knew what Richard Pryor's stand-up was, there's no way in hell this movie would be made today.
Oh, Jimmy,
oh yeah.
I still say that you need to find and watch Top Secret, although you probably don't have the clearance for it.
Top Secret.
Uh,
Probably don't
And
have
that
the
joke-
clearance for
and-
that one.
Crusader, does that joke not work on multiple levels?
Yeah. Oh, you know what would be all right. Another classic old movie from the 80s, Spies Like Us.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. Yes. I remember
it-
that one. I've seen that
or
one a couple
any-
times.
Any of the James Bond movies where they actually incorporated a little bit of humor into the movie in addition to the blood and violence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stir Crazy Jimmy?
Stir Crazy. That was the second one of the other two with Gene Wilder.
Yeah, they were.
Oh
they
man,
were
that was
hilarious.
the
Another You, Silver Streak,
was
Brewster's
Silver Streak
Millions.
was Silver Streak the third of the Richard Pryor Gene
They
Wilder?
did a bunch of them together.
Okay, because I can only
I
think
know
of three,
Gene
and
Wilder was. I know Gene Wilder was really prolific as a comedic actor.
Yeah.
That before
Yeah.
before people like Jim Carrey came around, it was one of these things where if Gene Wilder wasn't in a comedy, people were like, "Is this actually a comedy?"
Right. Or
Right.
just because Gene Wilder was in it, everybody thought it was a comedy.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I can't think of any All right, there's probably a few, but I can't think of any non-comedic roles that he did.
Yeah. All right.
Like I said,
Matt,
I
if
know
you're-
there had to have been a few because every actor tries to have more than one role that they can do.
Right.
But for the life of me, I can't think of any for him.
Here's a movie that I guarantee you they couldn't remake today. The Toy with Richard Pryor.
I think I've seen that one like once.
Oh, there would be a studio or a retailer or a streaming service out there that would provide it to people.
Oh no, there's no one that would be crazy enough to try that one.
The Toy?
But then again, Airplane, you couldn't make it today.
Oh no.
Top Secret, you really...
No.
Yeah, well, maybe. The only problem is you'd have to change it around to... Well, you could get away with using current events over in Europe, or you could use Asia, but either one would get you into a lot of trouble.
Right. I mean, people
Yeah.
are so hypersensitive now. That would be like trying to remake Spies Like Us. Or could you even imagine trying to make like a modern day Cannonball Run?
Oh,
No.
you would get blacklisted in Hollywood so fast you wouldn't know what
Oh.
hit you.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be. I mean, number one, the amount of money you would have to. They wouldn't do it just for the fun like the original cast did. But if you look at a who's who of Hollywood, literally, if they were in Hollywood and active during that time, they were in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean,
So here's I just had this thought. Do you think this movie could be remade in today's world? It's a mad, 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 mad world.
I don't know movies.
Maybe.
I don't know movies
I don't
like
remember it, honestly.
Maybe they could get that one remade, but it would end up being so far from the source material that I don't know. They may not touch
To-
it.
To be honest, I think they would try to remake it. Then they would rename it, but they would keep the same plot lines and all this other stuff. But just imagine, if you will, they remake this movie and they have every demographic included in this movie. And if you know what It's a Mad, 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 Mad World is all about, long story short is there is a briefcase buried with some money in it. There is the rich dude, or the one dude that decides, that says, you know what, or fuck, how does that fucking movie go? There's a bunch of people traveling down the road, and this one rich dude perishes, I believe, and he gives them the coordinates to this briefcase. So everybody
Sounds
is
about right.
so everybody is racing towards these coordinates. They're all trying to get it. There's corrupt cops involved, all of that. So now just imagine, if you will. I honestly think this would be hilarious if they remade it with all of the demographics that we have in this world, where everybody was, conflicting against each other and this and that. And they can have their own banter and whatnot. I honestly think it would be funnier than hell, just so that I have something to sit back and laugh at how bad this movie is. I would think it'd be a funny idea just for my entertainment, so I can laugh at the movie, not with the movie.
See, I would want to agree with you, but at the same time, I think they
You
kind of
don't-
already did a remake of that with the movie Rat Race.
I was gonna say, yep. Sean St. George is agreeing with you on that one. It sounds like the movie Rat Race from the 2000s. So, of course, it probably could have been remade, but you know what? Hollywood remakes because they don't have any fucking original ideas anymore.
Well, okay. Let me ask a crazy question, because we got the 30-pound brain on the channel. We got a crazy drunk guy, and we got Edmund. Sorry, I don't know how to describe you, bud.
It's okay.
Is it that they don't have any original ideas anymore, or that the people that are making these movies now think they can take the classics and do them, quote unquote, better?
Or as the quartering would say, reimagined.
Same difference.
Well, I was just looking up some information on Blazing Saddles. Did you know that Richard Pryor was Mel Brooks' first choice for the sheriff?
Yep.
Really?
Wasn't?
Yep.
Can you imagine Richard Pryor as the sheriff in Blazing Saddles?
Oh man.
That would be hilarious.
And I'm not knocking what's his name? I can't remember what his name is, but he was the sound effects guys in the Police Academy movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name slips my mind. I apologize
Winslow
for that.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he did a fantastic job. I mean,
Oh.
But Richard Pryor as Sheriff Bart. Oh
Well,
man.
From what I'm reading, it looks like the studio behind Blazing Saddles said that he would be uninsurable for them to even have him on, and that would have basically the insurance money for the studio behind the movie, it would have bankrupted them to actually pay for the insurance to have him on set.
Yep. Yep. There it is.
Michael
You're a
Winslow,
can-
yeah.
Michael Winslow. There you go.
And seeing that Avatar picture, Monty Python.
Okay, Monty Python might actually be remakeable because that was a British movie, if I remember right.
Yes.
Well,
And the
Monty Python's in a bunch of movies. Are you talking about the Search for the Holy
Oh,
Grail?
I'm
they
just
they
talking. I'm just
they
talking.
they could not remake The Life of Brian. They
Oh,
No,
would
no.
not.
No,
They
what
would not touch that.
what I'm
No.
what
That
I'm
is
getting.
a good movie. But you have to ask yourself, how comfortable are you seeing male genitalia?
That is
Well, no,
true.
the
Oh,
only reason I say that the Monty Python movies, you'd have a better than average chance of them being remade and not ruined,
Yeah.
is because the Brits, yeah, you've got some elements of wokeness in that culture. For the most part, they don't play that game.
Bacon's got a good one. Another one he'd like to love to see them try to remake would be Porky's.
Porky's? No way.
Oh,
No. 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 They will not remake Porky's.
Or even
No.
Animal House or anything like that.
No.
If they even attempted to remake Animal House, I would personally drive down to Hollywood and boycott that because fuck them. John
there's
Belushi is a fucking was a I would say probably one of the best people ever to come out of Hollywood, even though he had his issues. But
okay. I'm gonna mention a movie that risks probably getting your channel canceled, and if this happens, I apologize. It'll
Yeah.
never get if it gets remade, there's one scene that will be taken out of it completely, or redone to the point to where it's not YouTube friendly to discuss. Revenge of the Nerds.
I was thinking that would be
Yep.
a great movie.
That had a lot of bad things in that movie.
yep,
Oh, yeah.
actually, who
And
was
I'm like,
it?
oh, look at that. They're just geeky nerds. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Yep,
I
it
remember
was
watching that as a teenager.
Ray Pacheco. He was the one that he's agreeing with you on that one there, Mando. Yep,
Yeah,
Revenge of the Nerds.
But the thing is, there's one scene in particular that every time people bring that movie up, they point to as why it is a movie not worth ever watching and not worth ever remaking. I kind of agree, and at the same time, when you look at it in the context of the film, I kind of don't agree. All I'm going to say, and you're going to have to look this up yourself because I don't want to get your channel zapped, the Darth Vader mask scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That,
yeah.
if we
It's-
go into any more detail on that one, you will get zapped.
It's
Yeah,
It's-
that's kind of what I was referring to. Kind of like,
yep.
didn't they do
It's,
some other things?
I was gonna s-
that I can't-
Oh, there's
I was gonna-
there's a few other scenes in that movie that are
yeah,
highly questionable.
I was gonna say it's been a while since I've seen Revenge of the Nerds, but now that you just said that one scene, yeah,
Can you
no,
imagine them trying to
no, that would not fly.
SE has got a great point. Can you imagine them trying to put diversity hires in all of those positions for Revenge of the Nerds?
Oh, well, actually,
Oh,
okay. Let's do a hypothetical here real quick.
Theoretically.
They do decide they're going to redo Revenge of the Nerds. Now, when they made that movie in the 70s and 80s, the nerd was basically, no offense, Jimmy, you.
Yeah.
The skinny white dude who sat behind a computer all the time, had
Gotcha.
glasses, had a pocket protector, and was more or less the guy who never got out and got into the gym or any of that other crap.
He was never a Chad.
Exactly. The
Yep.
jocks in that movie were the Chads of
Yeah.
today. Now, let's see. And bear in mind, it's been a long time since I've watched it, so I can't name any of the characters off. If they decided to leave the main nerd character white, they would probably make him a member of the LGHDTV community.
Oh, like what was his name? The Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds. If you know, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Now,
they would have. Oh, people would throw a
Yep.
fit up with that.
Okay, and then there's the whole story arc about the fraternity that they ended up getting sponsored by, that would get canceled. Although, given how diversity friendly everyone is, that might be considered a selling point.
Yeah.
And actually thinking back to it, the the darker individual in the group of rejects, he was a member of that particular community.
Really, I didn't know that.
All right, Crusader, think back to the scene when they're trying to sell the idea of a bunch of white dudes in that traditionally non-white fraternity. There is a black kid in there who goes, or when they say they're going to be open to all ethnicities, this kid pops up and goes, and all orientations.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So what they would probably do is make all the quote unquote hero characters
Yeah.
in that the
Part of the Alphabet Mafia.
Alphabet Mafia and all the other little minority groups that they want to throw in there for inclusivity's sake.
Yeah.
And have
Yep.
the jocks be the stereotypical white dudes.
Yeah.
The stereotypical dumb white meatheads that
Mhm.
don't know that me carry football, me make touchdown.
Which, ironically enough, that
Ah.
was already built into that movie. So they might.
Yeah,
if they were to
that's-
get rid of a couple of specific scenes, they might actually be able to remake that one.
Yeah.
It'd probably be
All right.
crap, but they could probably
And
redo
Holly
it.
Weird probably would.
Yep.
Well, no. What
So,
Hollywood would do, they would do it instead of like Revenge of the Nerds, but they would make it a sorority, make it sororities versus fraternities, and make all the guys look like idiots and have
Okay,
the strong independent whammons.
You don't
and
have
the thing
to
is,
have them.
the thing is though, if they actually wrote it where it was funny, I'd be willing to watch that.
oh,
Yeah, if it's funny and it makes me laugh, yeah, I'll probably throw a couple shekels at it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy the DVD of it and buy it.
it would probably be sorority of all the female champion athletes versus if you, the old jock 80s version fraternity, if you know what I mean. If you catch
Oh yeah, I dismember those.
So to kind of go off of a tangent here, didn't they already kind of make a Rainbow Mafia-ish style movie of a sorority and all that other stuff called Sorority Boys?
I have no idea. It wouldn't surprise me.
That is with what's his name? Marlon Wayans? He was Kenny that got locked up in Half Baked.
Oh,
It was him and two other white dudes that had to dress up as, they had to play as sorority girls and whatnot. So they were
you think of the white?
trans. No, this isn't white chicks. It's sorority boys.
Oh, I must have
It's
missed that one.
Yeah, that's one I know I never saw.
Yeah, it's.
Uh,
I mean, it's got its moments, but it's you got three dudes dressing up as sorority chicks to infiltrate this sorority to collect the evidence that someone else is framing, or what it's a whole fucking mindfuck of a movie.
So it's
pretty
like
up-
most modern movies.
Except for this movie is like 20 years old.
It was ahead of its time, much like the movie Idiocracy.
Look, we don't want to talk about the Democrat Party playbook.
No.
I will admit, when Idiocracy was done, the only thing that they missed was social media.
Yep.
Literally everything else has come true.
Yep.
Well, almost the same holds true for 1984.
Yeah.
Yep. But back to the subject at hand, because I did see this comment. How about Mr. E questions the Ernest movie series? Could those be
I
remade in
I
this
do
time
not
of
want to
day?
see them even try to remake those.
If they remake those, that is an insult to Jim Varney.
That's exactly why I'm saying that.
You know what I mean, Vern?
Awkward back in the day. I remember those.
Well, okay,
Ernest,
you know the backstory behind that particular character?
No.
no.
Ernest P. Worrell originally was a character for a bunch of commercials somewhere in Arkansas.
Really?
Yeah, there's a short YouTube documentary about the guy. I mean, the gentleman who played Ernest apparently also played Pa in the remake of Beverly Hillbillies.
Jim Varney.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yep.
I I I knew he'd been in things other than the Ernest movies, but I wasn't sure what. And
hmm
it's deep in my YouTube history. Otherwise, I'd go digging for it for you.
Yeah. Jim Varney played Jed Clampett in the remake of it was like, what, 96, 97
Yep.
Beverly Hillbillies? Something like that. I want to say
Who's
it
that?
was late 90s Beverly Hillbillies remake.
Oh
That
yeah.
movie actually wasn't too bad.
And
I
that one's
enjoyed it.
actually aged quite well for what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
can see. Yeah, successful endeavors. Jimmy was in Lambda, Lambda, Lambda.
That's another one we need to get Billy Von Baum on.
oh,
Damn it! Yes,
Oh, yeah.
please. Well, if you saw
Or
if you saw the screen capture that Billy did from the stream on Friday, you know what Billy captured, and I hope he implements it in other videos.
another. Actually, we could also mention Calliope because she did do your pee break or a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the stuff she did like 6 months ago in Gilded that she shared, Jimmy.
those were
gold.
good.
If you could
Those
put
were
all
good.
those
Those were.
clip
Oh
all those,
man,
put them all together, you could have another break out of that.
I might have to do
Or an
that for my
outro.
outro.
Yeah,
Do that
or
for the
outro.
outro. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
I'll have
Or
to, I'll,
hang
I'll have to
on,
look into that, see if I can get that done.
hang on.
Wouldn't she
You
put you on the
you
Old Spice guy?
hang on. You used the outer limits for the basis for your intro. Or no,
Uh,
correction.
that
You used the Twilight Zone for the basis for your intro. See about getting
the
the outer
intro.
limits. The
Yeah, I
outer
was gonna
limits as
say
the basis for your outro.
I might have to get with Billy on that one because I don't have the software, the technology, or the know-how to even start how to do that.
Much
So
the same. When I get my new computer, I'm definitely going to be looking into doing some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because
right.
I've got on DVD a bunch of old movies that I could easily see about modding.
Putting this beautiful face on something,
Well, that's
Oh.
why
making a
I
joke.
show my face on a stream.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. The bridge of the Enterprise for Star Trek 6. Put Jimmy on Bones' face. Put the captain on Spock. Put Pop on Kirk. And if Scotty is on the bridge during that last scene, put Rhino on Scotty.
Oh, that's
Oh, that would be
that's-
great.
That's
That
almost
would be awesome.
my idea of taking the. I know I shared it in Gilded. I have to go look for it. The season 1 series, the box set series of the Love Boat, where it's got the captain in the middle. Put Blake's face on that. Put Pop. Put Jimmy. Put Rhino. Put Hammerhand. Put Fitzwell. Like season 1 of Redonkulous, and just put everybody's face on that. and have Blake's face with the captain's hat on, and that would be
That you just need some Photoshop skills for.
Blake would probably kill me for that idea.
Nah.
He would either he would either
He would
kill
la-
you or he would think it's the funniest thing ever.
He would laugh his ass off.
Well, if Blake also knew it was my idea for Calliope to send him the "Welcome home from your cruise" email, when he just fucking lost it on stream. Yeah, I remember I'm like, "Oh, we should send this to Blake." I'm like, and she's like, "Well, I'll go look at that," and she just sent a butt shipment. "Welcome back, Captain." You open the email and it's nothing but a bunch of men in Speedos.
Yep. Hang on. Now that you guys mentioned it, we might have to jump to the meme side of the stream, but I need to find it. But I did make a Star Trek themed meme that was very fitting for myself. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting here scrolling through. I know I had it shared somewheres. I gotta go through.
Yeah, could you imagine the look on Blake's face opening that, and like the picture of the Love Boat with him as the captain in the middle with everybody else's face?
Oh,
He would probably bust out laughing and then say that he hates us. But
You guys are fucking pricks, man. That's funny as hell.
Sorry, I'm here but not here. I'm doing I'm contemplating things. So
yes,
forgive me.
Do it. Yes, just do it.
Do it. Hey,
as long as it wouldn't involve dead bodies, do it.
Yeah.
If it's questionable and you don't want to be traced back to you, figure out a way not to get caught and then do it and get away with it. Allegedly.
Yep.
allegedly, I'm just like, there's nothing wrong with a concerned citizen making a report.
No.
You know, just a little pinprick of things.
I'll say this much: I do it all the time with my apartment complex when people start getting too rambunctious.
Well,
Oh,
have
I have a story about that. It reminded me. My stories come in when I'm inspired. The guy above me, right? He used to live above me. Fast forward, he's dead. And what it is like the people were having a memorial service for him out in the parking lot, and everybody like I drove by and I come back home like, hey, I look at somebody and they're like, man, who fucking died? And my buddy who doesn't really talk to me anymore, I said, hey, you know so-and-so? No, I don't know his name. I barely know him. It turned out he died for whatever reason. How he died, I don't know. Don't want to know. Don't care to know. All I know is the man is dead. And they had a part, like, basically a memorial service of, like, people kept showing up. Like, I don't know. It must have been, like, 20, 30, maybe even up to 50 people out there just kind of celebrating his life. And about 4 or 5 police cars came, show up, and it was peaceful. Everybody kind of broke away. They were just kind of like mourning. And then the odd thing is that there was a watch set in a vehicle away from the other vehicle that he owned here, watching his vehicle like a security guard watch. I'm like, what are you doing? You know? So, yeah, good times. You know? And I still live here.
It's odd how that worked out.
Yeah. So, it's super fun. And so it's like, it happens like that, you know?
Yeah.
All too well.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I found my meme.
You
Found the meme. It took me a while to scroll through because I like my memes, man. But me trying to convince my buddy to go out drinking for the 3rd night in a row. Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not an alcoholic. Of course,
Is
is
there a difference?
I could see putting Rhino's face on the blue shirt. And Jimmy
Dr.
at-
McCoy?
No, because that's
the yellow shirt.
Jim. That's Jim.
Oh,
No.
No, yeah. Never mind. Sorry,
do I have that right? Like put Jimmy on one and put Rhino on the other?
Put Jimmy on Dr. McCoy and put Rhino on Kirk.
No, because no, I would have to be on Kirk because that's because right is
Now, see, if we were gonna do
no.
some, if we were gonna do something with Hammerhand, we'd have to use the Next Generation crew, and put Hammer on Captain Picard, the only bald guy in the group.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that picture.
That's not gonna work.
Oh, there's the first meme of the night.
Do you want to jump over to the meme side of the house? Because I know you talk about doing that, and half the time we don't.
Yeah, I know, but it is fun bullshit with you guys, man. So, but we'll see what chat says over here.
There's season 1, season 2. There's all different pictures. Billy and I can have a lot of fun with this.
Sorry, I'm not pinning all of them. What are we looking at
Oh
here?
no.
No memes? What memes are we looking at?
I just showed my Captain Kirk and Dr. Bones memes. Mile High Ronin says, "Drag Ernest incoming." Wait, didn't that dude cross-dress as an old lady?
He did in one movie. He did in one movie that I know of.
All right.
See,
Jimmy, I shared a link for the Love Boat image in the private chat. Now, if you put Blake up front with the captain hat in the bow tie.
Oh, hang on, let me share it real quick.
All right. Put Blake in the middle in the bow tie with the captain's hat on. Off to the left, the dude with the kind of the twisted smirk.
Mm-hmm.
I'd make that one pop. And then the guy in the back right, I would probably put like Hammerhand on, or Rhino.
I would say that would be me.
That could be you, and then put. I know we'd be changing things and put Rhino back there, and then for the chick, what I would do is put who else? We put like
Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren. Put Lauren's face on that, or Karen, or Jennifer Molesky.
Yeah.
Put her face on that.
We can have Jericho Green in the back left.
Yeah. Season 1, pop season 1. Oh, if we put Blake's face, and if you look at that, that's got Blake's face written all over it up front.
Yes, it does.
And for those who know, seeing Blake dressed as a captain, everybody would just die laughing. But you would have to know the inside joke.
Yeah.
The other thing that would be kind of humorous to do, it would take a lot of coordination though, is on April Fool's Day, put that as the splash page on Redonkulous.com.
Oh.
Pop would kill us for that one though.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Oh man.
Yes, he's retired. He doesn't want to fight, but I'm pretty sure that he would come out of retirement for one last stop.
He would dust off the old gloves that come out for that one.
Nah, I don't think so. He'd be like, "Let's get Bird, man. Let's get Bird," and then take a drink of his tea or beer or whatever. And
I gotta see if I can find the intro video for the Love Boat. And when they scroll through each character, have Billy fake somebody's face on it.
Please, if we can get Billy to do that, that would be fucking hilarious.
And put Blake as the captain.
Yes.
I'll have to. We should what we should do is put together a pool. Everybody donate to Billy Von Baum. So it'd give him the time and pay for his software, and that would give him exposure too. But could you imagine the Love Boat intro with different music? Yeah, so you don't have the copyrighted music, but you have the scroll through of the different cast members.
Right.
Pop
see what we
would
got.
probably be rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh, he would be laughing his ass off. But it looks like we do have a couple other gentlemen that
In the wings?
some folks will know. We have Matt W. And we also have the one and only Sean St. George. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Hello.
Good
everybody.
evening.
Just another day.
That's right.
Yeah, the one drink took a little longer when I realized I was out of gin.
Oh no.
Thankfully, I got a brown jug or like a local liquor store up here that's like 5 minutes away.
Nice.
There you go. Well, like I said, I have about half a bottle of the small bottle of Jameson.
Chug it. You ain't real?
No, because I have to work in the morning.
Well, so
And
do I.
I learned my limits when I drank half a bottle of 750. What is that? 750? Yeah, 750 of the peach whiskey during a pop stream that one night.
The Walt
That was a
Disney.
bad night.
Okay,
That was the Walt
Jimmy,
Disney night.
I'm putting something in the private chat. If you
Uh-oh.
call that up real quick, this is a video or a picture that we could get easily pretty much everyone in our psychotic group.
Wait, which one? Where? Where? In the
Jimmy, throw that up so
Yes.
people can see it.
Yes.
hold on. Keep showing it.
That's from
Yeah.
Babylon 5.
Oh, okay.
So, here's what I'm thinking. The guy dead center front row, Pop. The guy to his immediate right, either Hammer or Rhino.
Okay.
The guy directly over the center guy's shoulder on the right there, put
Yep.
Blake. Or actually, no, Blake would be the guy in the very back row on the very furthest, right there.
To the left, this one?
Yep, right where your pointer is.
Yep. Okay. I'm guessing this handsome gentleman with the nice mustache would be me.
Oh, maybe. I'm not
Maybe.
sure you're cool enough for Marcus, though.
Oh, come on, man. That's a low blow. I'm pretty cool. I'm cool like a cucumber, man.
But what do you think that? And bear in mind, I know I haven't mentioned everyone from our little group.
No, actually, I can see. I would much rather see myself as the
Bonehead?
fin-headed dude. This dude right here. I think my face would fit a little bit better on him.
Yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, and we could have the reptilian gentleman be Hammerhand.
Yeah.
You know, we might have to send this one off to Billy and you know, for everybody in the community and whatnot, so we can have ourselves our own little Babylon 5 group photo.
Oh, speaking of Billy, did you see the short he put out today?
I did not.
I did not.
Oh, it's like a picture filter, but it is actually kind of really scary of how well it works.
Yeah.
Oh no. Do we need to look that up?
Oh, what? When I get the new computer that I'm looking at, there are a lot of things I'm already planning to do to have a little bit of fun, and maybe if anyone wants to use the stuff, I'm more than happy to let you all take it.
You gotta share it and us to see it.
Oh, I gotta get the new computer first and actually get it to work.
Yeah.
Sharing is
Yeah,
caring.
and about the only thing that I'm missing on my laptop, because I do have the basic bitch program of, you know, where you can pick sections of video and whatnot and edit those in. The only thing that I'm missing is a way to make my thumbnails. And
Adobe.
other than Blake did mention that to me, and he's like, you know what, get Adobe, and I'll run you through some things. I have not done that. So Blake, Captain, I apologize
that's
for my
all behind a
slacking
paywall,
abilities. I think Blake said there is a free version of it.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
there is a
used Blender and GIMP in the past.
Right.
Those are free.
But this actually does give me a valid excuse. If you do happen to stumble upon this content and do like the content, I currently am streaming on the free version of StreamYards, or is what Red Pill Rhino would call Poverty
Poverty.
Yard. So,
Aren't you out of poverty yard yet?
not quite yet. So, if you do enjoy this content and would like to see me streaming on more than just YouTube, I plan on going to MGTOW.tv and Rumble as soon as I can afford the upgrade, which is where you guys come in. Cash App, JB Waffle World is where you will donate to. Again, all donations put towards the Cash App are going to go straight back into this channel. I am not going to take a single dollar out of it. It's all going to go right into this channel for software, upgrades, whatever it takes for me to no longer be on YouTube, because I'm surprised my channel has stayed up this long.
I'm
you-
gonna
So,
use the
You're
joke.
not bad, Jimmy. You're not bad, Jimmy.
Now, did you show your OnlyFans yet?
not yet. That's
You mean his Grinder account?
Yeah,
That's new.
I actually looked them up. I think it's let's call it Stoner Boner 69.
Matt.
Speaking of the Cash App, where's that at?
You're gonna
Should be in the
give me
description.
away. I forgot to put it in the description, but I am putting it in the chat.
Yeah.
You know it's the right one when it's his symbol of his
Yep,
the moniker.
it'll
It'll be the same
help.
thing.
There's logo on it.
Yeah, it'll
Yep.
have the same logo, so you know it's him.
Yep, that is my the Cash App. So if you do feel like throwing a couple shekels my way to upgrade Waffle World, like I said again, all donations will be proceeding into making this channel a lot better for the software upgrades, so I can make my own thumbnails, for editing software, for upgrading StreamYards, so that we can stream to Rumble, MGTOW.tv, possibly Odyssey as well, wherever we want to be streaming from. But as of right now, Poverty Yard has a tight grip on my leash, so I did have to go back through and delete the recordings in the library that StreamYards does save and record. But don't fret, I do have the links copied and pasted in the software that Billy Von Baum, again, that Billy Von Baum showed me to download YouTube videos in. So again, big shout out to Billy Von Baum. He is the creator of the intro video that you saw at the beginning. He also is the creator of the P break that will or will not be playing momentarily, because I might have to go take a piss.
Oh no,
Billy
don't
Von
break the
Baum's
seal.
And Billy Von Baum's just a general all-around evil genius when it comes to deep fakes.
Oh yeah.
He is, and I fully embrace him making fun of me, because I make fun of myself all the time. Self-deprecating humor is the best humor, in my opinion.
He still won't do some of the deep fakes I want to see, just because I think it'd be hilarious and it grows out Jimmy.
Oh,
We need to do a deep fake of Jimmy looking like Tom Kenny from SpongeBob.
Oh no.
Dude, he looks like a
Hey.
younger person.
Are you talking about the dude that voices SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the facial
Yeah.
features.
I can see it a little bit. Let me get those thick black frame glasses
Yes.
first, and then we'll talk.
yeah, okay. Here's another one that his face would work well on. And no, I'm not going to say Daniel Jackson again. I already did that to you once.
That was fucking hilarious, man.
It,
I fucking
anyone,
looked at it. I was like, I looked that up and I was like, yes, make this happen. Do it. Do
okay,
it.
anyone here remember MASH?
Yeah.
Two
Oh,
options.
Briefly.
Two options. Klinger or Radar.
For who?
I could see Blake as Radar.
I would say Blake would make a better Radar, and Klinger.
I'd make Rhino Klinger.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's face is gonna fit better on Radar.
Yeah, I'd put Jimmy's face on Hawkeye.
No, who is
That might actually work,
Yeah,
but
No,
might get that
who
weird
was-
artifacting with the glasses.
who
Yeah.
was the other surgeon? Not Hawkeye,
Pierce?
but Pierce.
Or
I think-
Honeycutt, one of the two.
No,
Because I think Hawkeye's name was actually Pierce.
no. Hawkeye was Hawkeye was the main dude, and Pierce was his
Mhm.
buddy.
Actually, another one that he would work well as is the chaplain.
There you go.
I
There you go. That one would be good. Yeah.
I would put Pop as the chaplain.
Well, I'm looking up at these things as you're going along, and I guess Donald Sutherland was in MASH.
Yeah.
At least that's
The
what
TV
Google
series or
results
the
on.
movie? Because there was actually two versions of it.
That is true. I don't know.
Yep. And there actually was only one character carried over from both the movie to the TV series. And that was anyone? Bueller?
Wasn't it Radar?
Bueller? It was Radar.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to answer that. The only reason I know as much as I do about that show is because my dad insisted on watching it all the time, and he wanted me to watch it with him.
Hey, MASH.
Yep.
MASH
Yeah,
was a
that was
good
me
show.
too.
Not when you're 5 years old and don't really care.
Well, right. Okay, so we need to have okay, here's what my MASH deep fake mash up, if you would.
Nice choice of
It would
words.
be I tried. So Pop would be Colonel Potter.
Okay.
I would be the on-site priest, because I think
Just
my
call him the
facial-
chaplain.
the chaplain. Blake would be Radar.
All right, got an image here.
Rhino would be. I think Rhino would be good as Pierce.
A picture
And
in
now,
the private chat.
all right. Oh, that's not it. Chat mash. There we go. Yeah, that's actually a damn good picture. All right.
Yeah.
Show you that real
Yeah, we
quick.
lost somebody.
Yep.
Clear.
Yep. Looks like Matt dropped out. All right. So we have myself
Pop.
as the chaplain.
Oh, I'd see Pop as the chaplain.
Yeah, either one would
Uh,
work.
Nah. So this is like season like 1 or 2 of MASH,
Yeah.
because or was it season 3? That
It was before that one guy who was obsessed with
Yeah,
horses took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Alvin Alda, he basically took over like the remaining seasons after this gentleman, the original general, from
Yeah,
like
actually,
season
I could
1
see-
or
I could see
2.
Pop's face fitting on him perfect. And then Jimmy, you could be the chaplain.
Yeah, I would see Pop. I would see Pop as the main general, myself as the chaplain, Blake as Radar.
Yep.
We have Rhino as
No, Rhino's all in red there. Red pill Rhino.
no,
I
no,
would not make Rhino Klinger. That's just cruel.
that's no Rhino. Rhino would be Pierce.
Fitzwell is Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that.
I would see Fitzwell as Hawkeye.
And just because he's kind of on a little bit of a negative with Pop and Blake currently, put Joker on the guy at the very far end of that guy right there.
Oh,
What happened with Joker?
what's his name?
What happened? What was the controversy now with that?
It's not necessarily a controversy. Just Joker decided to go on with some folks that Pop tried to warn him away from.
Oh,
And it
I
is what it is.
I have a whole bad feeling about that whole space of things. You know, I don't feel like anything. Like on one hand, it's like there's people that are giving generally good advice, but like on the other hand, you can find that same advice on a blog somewhere and tell you the same damn thing. You know,
Right.
it's just finding someone who's charismatic enough for you to get the message and be like, oh, okay, this is amazing. And it's just all. I
Well,
just tired of it.
Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna point something out. There seems to be two different versions of the so-called Manosphere out there currently.
Yeah.
A lot of
There's the side that Pop, Rhino, Hammerhand, Jimmy, and a lot of us seem to fall into, where it's just guys BSing, trying to warn others about some of the craziness going on in the world.
Yeah, like don't stick your dick in crazy, things like that.
Yeah, and then there's the ones who are trying to basically get losers to pay them to find the secret of being a Chad.
Well, I already know that. I already know the secret to how to get like the body of a 21-year-old.
So do I.
Make 6 figures.
There's a little more to it.
It helps.
Oh, it
But
helps. Don't get me wrong, it helps.
But what I'm
You
what I'm
can actually
pointing out,
afford to take the time off to get that body that you need to put the
Yeah,
work in.
definitely.
but all I'm trying to point out is there seems to be
Yes,
two
sir.
different flavors of it currently, and they're both trying
Yeah.
to claim the same title.
Yeah, I think that kind of sums it up for me a little bit, better than I could with my
And-
Randall.
And honestly, I know for me, I'm getting real annoyed with hearing certain groups on the other side attacking the groups that fall in on our side.
Yeah.
And there is some overlap, but there's not enough to warrant all the hostility.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
it's
So
we need
okay.
a meme. We need a meme.
To be honest, there really shouldn't be any attacking each other because we're the only. That's it. I mean, if we eat each other, that's it. It's over. It's done.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to come together as like a brotherhood.
Exactly.
Yep. And Matt, the reason why that I tend to take my channel in a complete different direction, even though I kind of am somewhat associated to the Manosphere, it's like there's better people out there to talk about, dating issues, modern problems in the world of dating and marriage and all that. I'm not the guy that you want to come to. I'm the guy that you want to come to where you just want to sit back, bullshit, laugh with, have a good time, and forget about some of the shit in the world going on. That's
Like a man's corner.
That's why I always share the link to the StreamYard. So if anyone has anything to say, they can come on in. We'll fucking chat, bullshit, laugh, have a good time, and all this and that.
And hopefully not go
Why we have
completely
hobbies.
and hopefully not go completely batshit insane doing it.
Yep. But going back to the deep fake question,
Yes.
Pulse Kebab has a very good one that I think would be awesome. How about a Hogan's Heroes deepfake?
Like a full one, because he's already done it with Pop with clips
Yeah.
over Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. But
Hey,
I would
any reason to see Donald Sutherland in the tank with his vibes? That it's worth watching.
absolutely. Mr. E, I saw nothing. Nothing.
One of my favorite lines from that same character, because the guy had two different lines that he would use all the time. One was I see nothing, and the other one was I know
I know
nothing.
nothing.
Yep.
And I personally prefer the I know nothing quote.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
looks like we had Sean drop out there for a second.
Yeah, I know this StreamYard, man. People keep dropping out randomly. Like that's what's going on with mine. It just randomly kicks me out.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
It wasn't working well for me on the phone, so I had to switch to my desktop setup here.
Yeah.
Best.
Anybody else get kicked off?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's randomly kicking people.
That's the
I-
first time
I've
I've
been-
had it happen to me.
I've been getting weird roboting and lagging, but that might just be my Wi-Fi.
Or well, it could also be on my end too because I'm hosting and I am still in Poverty Yard and have not updated. So hopefully, once things get updated, they do get situated. But I will say
Edmund-
this:
Edmund, that's
I
just
did.
cruelty.
Why in the?
What he just
I don't-
sent you in the private chat.
That's kind of fun.
Oh, no.
Coin slot.
You know we're gonna hold you to that, right, Jimmy?
There's all sorts of designs.
Yeah.
The lawyers were not contacted. A contract was not signed up and was
I'm
not
thinking
signed.
something with rainbows and dolphins. What do you guys think?
And, I'm pretty sure Billy has video evidence to the contrary.
No, I'm good with just a temporary tattoo. I don't want you to permit. No, I'm just fucking around, man. Don't take me seriously. But
Swipe card here. At least Jimmy's got a good sense of humor and can roll.
Not happening, man. It's not happening.
And see, that's why I said put Rhino on Klinger, just because I know he would just shit a brick over it.
Right?
And then when he found out it was my idea, he'd be
Oh.
mad at me.
Oh, it's like we
Rhino would
do-
either laugh his ass off over that, or he'd absolutely ban us from coming onto his streams for a while.
Nah, he would just open up the stream with his little wooden fist.
Be
Put the
like, "F
finger up.
you guys.
Fuck you guys, man. You guys are dicks. But we do have a Dinosaur 13 in the background here. Unfortunately, I cannot add you to.
Hey, about how
the
much longer do you
channel
think you're going to be
just yet.
going for, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Probably not too much longer. Like I did say, I do have some memes somewhat kind of saved in the background.
Hey.
But I did want to do this one shout out. We have a Cash App donation from Polskabob, the main wrench himself, the man that has like 30 or 40 different fucking wrenches.
The master wrench collector.
Master Wrench. He donated $25 on Cash App for the waffles.
yeah,
So, Polska Bob, I appreciate you. Thank you, good sir. I am not worthy. Hopefully, one of these times.
better than to you than to the strip club.
Yes.
Or to the administration of beer.
Hey,
What I was going to say, because it is a work night, I'm thinking I might be ducking off here in a minute, so if you'd like, I can go ahead and duck off,
Right.
and you can bring Dinocyte on in my place.
Alrighty.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah,
Call
I
it
don't-
out. You got it.
Well,
Yeah, if these streams go as long as they normally do, I'm not going to be able to function tomorrow.
Just call
You
out.
know-
Just say you call Ligma.
no, we're not. We're not. We're not.
Yeah.
This is the Monday stream. We're not going to be doing the typical, 4.5 hour Saturday streams. This will be probably a just a little over 2 hour stream because I don't have too many memes that I had saved up. So
And less intoxicated.
yes, I've only had 4 beers and a couple swigs of Jameson. So
We got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, those are really
unless you two gentlemen are willing to drive to my work and fill in for the work that I am going to do
Oh,
tomorrow.
I got you.
Yeah, right, Matt.
Just tell them you're hanging with the boys. You know.
Exactly. No, you just call out and say, "Listen, I caught Ligma."
Oh, leave the balls, man.
Well, you told that your cousin Candace came in.
No, I'll just call him and tell him that I caught a case of the Fromunda disease.
Wow.
The ligma fromunda my nuts. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, the beers are definitely starting to kick in, so I think Mando, if you are going to call it a night, good sir, I would not, I would understand.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and duck out, let Dinocyte jump in, join in on some of the shenanigans for a little while.
Alrighty. Mando.
And I might try to hunt down some meme and deepfake bait to send to Billy or save for my own future efforts.
Please do, because we here at Waffle World, we embrace the
psychosis.
We embrace the trolling. If I cannot find the self-deprecating humor to laugh at myself, I look outwards. So please do. Again, Billy Von Baum, if you do happen to see the stream in the future, pardon me, which you may or may not, but we have some ideas for you, good sir, and so keep an eye on your inbox or email. So please do enlighten us over here on Waffle World with the trolling.
You all have fun. I'll see you next time.
Alrighty. Mando.
Later, Mando.
Have a good night.
Adios. Have a good one, good sir. Alrighty. And we have Dinocyte 13. How you doing, good sir?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, you guys. You guys hearing me all right?
Loud and clear. Got you, good
Groovy.
sir.
Yeah, I'm smoking one of my favorite cigars, Rocky Patel 1992 vintage, sipping on some very fine scotch because I'm going to be an old man in a couple days.
You love
Oh,
that
sounds
cigar.
like fun.
From '92.
Yeah, 1992 Rocky Patel, one of my favorite cigars.
Shit's older than me.
You lucky,
That's
lucky
this cigar
bastard.
has seen more shit than I have.
Yeah, it's
I
seen more
would-
shit than I have, too.
I would be outside smoking a cigar right now, but I am here on a live stream, and outside it was snowing. Yeah, it is snowing here in western Nebraska.
Oh, geez.
Uh,
It was snowing here a couple days ago. It's actually nice out now that I'm out on the balcony.
Oh fuck. Yeah, see that's what it is about the spring weather. You don't here in western Nebraska. You'll get a little bit of the spring, then you'll be like, and then we're gonna be like, nah, yeah, no, fuck you. We're gonna have another week of cold, wind, and some snow and some freezing rain. And then like 3 days later, oh yeah, here's 40, 50 degrees weather just to give you a little taste, a little tickle under of the under sack of your nuts. And then we're gonna go ahead and punch you right back in the fucking shaft with 30 degrees and 3 inches of snow. Fuck you. How do you like it? Yeah, it happens
Every damn time, Jimmy. Every damn time. Same here in Wisconsin.
Sounds
Every
like my
fucking
winter.
year, man. Every fucking year, man.
So what are y'all doing tonight?
All right.
Living the dream
Oh.
back
All
there.
right.
Talking about myself.
We're just
We're
talking
doing-
about everything and nothing at the
Alright.
same time.
Good
Yep.
shit.
Watching
were,
it rain sideways.
I'm
Oh, that's
Raining
gotta be fun.
sideways.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'll catch you
Uh,
later. I got to work early in the morning myself.
Oh, Nate is taking out. Let's get our second salute in.
You guys
Good
have
night.
fun.
Alrighty, Nate.
Bye.
We will
Talk to
see
you
you on the next one there, good sir.
Yep, we'll talk later.
See you, Nate.
See you.
See ya.
Alrighty. Well, I did promise the stream some memes.
Oh, yeah, we were talking
So-
too much.
That's what we do here. We fucking waffle here in Waffle World.
So do you get tornadoes where you're at or no, Jimmy?
We've had some pretty severe weather, and we've had tornadoes around the area,
Mm-hmm.
just not in my vicinity. They're always either north, south, or west of us, because the mountain formations that I'm in between, they tend to bounce off the Rocky Mountains where those are at, and then they'll either split and go north or south. But sometimes they'll come down and converge, and they're on the opposite side of where I'm at. But we'll still get the tail end of the severe weather and whatnot. So it's
Mhm.
we get hammered. We get hammered pretty bad. But
Yeah,
yeah.
Sorry. So here where I'm at, we kind of got the same thing because we got Lake Michigan right to the east of us, so that kind of breaks up the storms. But every once in a while, we'll actually get a tornado in February.
Yep.
It's fucking
Oh,
crazy.
Hell, you could be like Los Angeles and getting 2 or 3 tornadoes just this week alone drop down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a
except
buddy
we
that-
don't have
LA
nearly as
got
many lizard
tornadoes?
people running the government here, allegedly.
I got a
It's
buddy
lizard
out in
people or the
Oklahoma.
crab people? I think it's the crab people.
Yeah.
Crap.
What was it that you were saying there, Sean?
I was like, wait a minute, there are tornadoes in LA?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Apparently they
like-
had they had 2 tornadoes drop down in LA, which you won't hear about because those ones are the main concern. But there was one tornado or a line of storms that dropped down in Mississippi just the other day that killed 25 to 27 people.
Wow.
But it's Mississippi, so you don't need to worry about that. It's Mississippi and all this. and that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, people in Mississippi and Oklahoma. I got a friend out in Oklahoma. Like, what these people will do? They'll take a lawn chair, sit right out in front of the house, and watch a tornado come by. I was like, you guys are insane.
Yep. I regret to inform you. The Minister of Beer has named the president.
He's here.
Polska Bob, how
Hey.
you doing, good
Hey there,
sir?
both.
Hey,
What's up, Polska Bob?
yeah, I thought I'd come on for the last bit of the stream before I head out.
Oh,
Are you gonna
yeah.
come here and serenade us with your guitar?
I don't know, not tonight. Maybe
Not
later.
tonight.
Maybe later. I might do a last call. Actually,
I have a banjo that I could play badly for you guys.
There you go.
Hey, I've also got a couple bass guitars I can bring out too if you want.
you don't want as long as they're tuned. You guys should be fine. That's the hardest.
Oh,
part
it's
is
all
keeping
tuned,
them
man. I got a
tuned.
5-string and a 4-string.
Nice.
Well, hey,
nice.
If
what
these
kind of bass is it?
Well, my basses. Well, I'm normally an Ibanez guy, so my go-to is my SR 1300 Prestige. But I just picked up the Schecter Elite 5-string, so I'm looking forward to playing with that with my band next week.
Oh, sweet! I didn't know you had a band on the side.
there you go.
Oh yeah, it's I don't want to dox myself with it because they're kind of big locally, but it's a lot of instrumental progressive metal, and it's right at my alley. It's like the one thing that brings me zen in life. I fucking love
Right.
it.
Well, hey,
Pardon my
Bob.
language.
Bob, if you need a lead singer let me know, because I happen to be quite the lead singer here, and let me show you in meme form.
Mhm.
Snape, 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 Minora, Salty Bobby Line. Snape, 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 Minora. Snape it all the time.
You know what? You know what, Jimmy? Keep your day job, okay?
Jeez. God damn it, Bobby!
You hurt my feelings, Bob.
Bobby,
You could have just laughed, man.
Were you
Give me some humor,
Were you
man.
expecting anything else from me?
No, of course not. But that right there, that is probably one of the most clever memes I have seen in quite a while.
That is a good one.
That is a good one.
if you really need a farm memes, you just need to go to Reddit. You know, and
I refuse to go to Reddit. Reddit is worse than Twitter.
how is it? I mean, the people interaction type thing.
Is
Yeah,
In my interaction with Reddit, the algorithm has an extremely left-wing bias. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like what we would view as centrist, which is certainly not what Pop and them would be.
Yeah.
But what we view as centrist is it like their centrism is like fucking Young Turks level leftism. It's fucking ridiculous. Like I'm totally open to like a free speech, middle of the road fucking platform where we can have honest debate, but it's so biased there. There's like no room to find a common ground. It's actually really sad. It completely bastardizes having good conversation.
like 3 days ago, Anna Kasparikan, or whatever the fuck her name is, from the Young Turks, put out a tweet that says, "I am a woman. I am not a menstruating person. I am a female." Blah 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 blah. And this and
Oh,
that.
she got a lot. She got
And-
the shit shoveled back right at her.
Oh, it was.
Oh my god, she's Lady Trump now.
Pretty much. And I just got to thinking. I was like, this is where we're at in this world.
Oh, speaking of left wing, I wonder how quick the mainstream media is going to throw this thing in Tennessee under the bus or under the rug.
They've already thrown it under the bus.
They did.
They've already thrown it under the bus enough so that it hasn't become a who did it. It is again being twisted back to the tools that they used.
This thing stinks of a false flag. It stinks of it.
Yes, that's what I said too when I read that.
Have you guys heard that they're trying to make April 1st the, Transformers Revenge Day?
Yes. Yes.
What are you trying to do?
I'm actually going to have to slightly disagree here with you guys, if you don't mind me interjecting, Coach.
No.
Go ahead.
Go right ahead.
All right. So, to my understanding of the current situation, we know that the far left activists that will do things like send 150 dudes in black bloc to firebomb police training locations in Atlanta who do not live in that area and did not elect for such things to take place. We know that they side in the side of, in order to avoid a trans child genocide, that we need to be able to sterilize children, which definitionally is a form of genocide, but let's not dwell on that too much. So we know, based on some of the stuff Pop said, how they communicate, without being traced and stuff. And there's been some decent rumblings, online about striking out against certain targets, and lo and behold, somebody who's part of that community, probably forced into it by Munchausen's leftoid parents, and with nothing left but swearing agency to the toxic ideology that mutilated them when they were children, they end up, carrying out this heinous act on a primarily Christian target in a state that just bans the mutilation of children in the name of this fucking ideology. To me, it looks like it might be something somewhat organized in retaliation against an act that was voted upon by and for the people of the state of Tennessee. That is terrifying. And
So
the fact it's being covered up is even more terrifying.
I don't put it in the sense of that it's a false flag that it didn't happen. I'm putting it in the sense that this guy was spun up by somebody else to act in a certain way, which a certain organization has been known to do.
I will interject. This was not a biological man. This was a biological woman that identified as a man. I saw, because as soon as I heard this on the radio news this morning at work, and then I was like, oh,
that explains why there were only 6.
Yep, and then I was like, let me open up Twitter to see what this.
I'll be right back, boys.
Showed. Yep, no problem.
For sure.
And I was like, let me open up Twitter to see what this fucking shit show is all about. So first responses were mass shooting, 3 children dead, 3 children dead, 2 staff, and then the person involved that was the suspected shooter was killed by police.
Within 4 minutes. A lot better than Uvalde did.
6 people. The funny thing is, they keep counting 7. 3 children, 3 staff, and then you have the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but you know what? The shooter should not be counted as a statistic in these kind of things. Just my opinion and all that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And then I started reading just a little bit on what the Twitter sphere and whatnot, was putting, because shit on Twitter as much as you want. Twitter really, literally is the best way to get information as it happens. Is it correct information? No. Is it wrong information? Yes. It's one of them toss-ups. It's like information is completely and instantly transmitted on Twitter. This is why I, as from the past 3+ years, I have always implemented the 24 to 48 hour rule. Give it 24 hours to 48 hours, because all information incoming from the first day is either wrong, or like blatantly fucking wrong, or has some kind of malinfant, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, a way to spin the story. So you give it that 24 to 40 hours to marinate. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, so this is an attack against a Christian school from a biological female within the age range that really, really, really wants to push the chopping off of the penis and tatas of underage children. So then I got to start thinking to myself, it's like, maybe this person is involved, may not be involved. I don't know, but I'm going to speculate. I'm not going to, overtly post my opinions on it because I don't know. And then come to find out, it was a biological woman that identified as a man, carried 2 assault rifles that Joe Biden said were AKs, even though neither of the
AR-15s aren't assault rifles either.
No, the AR
How big it's scary.
The AR in
AR doesn't even mean assault rifle.
No,
Armalite rifle.
It stands for Armalite.
Don't get me going on gun stuff, dude. Oh my gosh.
Just
assault weapon is a made up word. That's all it is. It's a made up word.
Does it have full auto capability or not? It doesn't.
Or hell, even burst.
Full auto.
Not even burst. Not even burst.
When I was in the rifles, they don't have automatic. Only the the Saws, the 249s, and the 240 Bravos. The actual machine guns are the only ones that have fully automatic capability.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure don't the A4s only have 3-round burst capability?
Yeah, so do the A2s. But,
So do the what?
A2.
Oh, okay, I got you. I didn't know that. I thought only the A4s did 3-round.
So
yeah, that's like the magic word everyone's saying is assault weapon, assault rifle. So if the dude ran in with a Ruger Mini 14, which fires the same cartridge as the AR, what would happen?
Oh, they would.
Oh my God, it's made of wood, so it's not as scary.
There you go. Oh yeah, it's Grandpa's hunting rifle.
So
I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bust anybody's ball, but the SKS has a worse bullet than the 223, and it's way fucking older.
Yeah, Mr. E's got it there.
Mr. E brings up a very valid point. Assault is a verb. So this right here, this is a fist. If I punch someone with it, I am assaulting them with it.
Jimmy, you're going to make so many good memes with that. I'm just saying.
Good, I hope so.
Pandy's assault fist.
Would this not be considered an assault weapon? Because I am assaulting someone with my fist. And technically, a fist is a weapon. Assault is a verb, not a noun.
Well, I don't know the difference between a noun and a pronoun.
That's
that
why
joke where you
they
have
don't
your
even know
hands
what
in your
gender they are.
pockets, concealing deadly weapons.
I may or may not be allegedly doing such a thing.
I mean, it's just like the left has always done. They've changed the definition of words to mean something that they're completely not. I mean, this is
help.
Nothing new.
Last week, I told myself I wasn't going to fucking touch this subject, but we're going there, so fuck it anyway.
Oh boy!
But the whole Uvalde situation came back in the Twitter news sphere.
I might pour a drink for this one. I'll be right back.
You're gonna need this one. Apparently, some journalist / activist decided that assault rifle wasn't bad enough to describe the rifle that was used in Uvalde. So they went back, and I'm guessing they went and watched some GunTuber videos on YouTube and whatnot, and they just happened to stumble upon the phrase battle rifle.
Ah, Grand Thumb.
What?
Yes.
Battle rifle.
So
Grand Thumb.
They I'm not talking shit on Grand Thumb or any of those other guys, because I love those guys to death. No homo. Great fucking content that they put out. But yes, this journalist or whoever it was, I can't remember because it was last week.
You mean a urinalist?
Yeah, basically they need to open up their mouth, because I may or may not have to take a piss here in about 20 minutes. I've been drinking beer.
All the newspeak words, the quarter ever made.
Yeah,
if you guys want, I can help define the difference between definitionally a battle rifle and other rifles if you like. I've researched quite a bit on it.
Oh, please
Sure,
do.
let's
I'm
hear
sure.
All right. So a battle rifle is a rifle chambered in a full-powered cartridge that's not meant for things like sniping or suppressive fire. So, for example, a weapon like the M14 or the M1 Garand or the FAL or the G3, those are chambered in 30-06 and 308. Those are full-power cartridges. Whereas an assault rifle in the military term is a fully automatic capable rifle chambered in an intermediate cartridge, much like the AR-15, the AK-47, chambered in 5.56 by 45 and 7.62 by 39, respectively, or the AK-74 chambered in 5.45 by 39, or other stuff like the FAMAS used by France. It's also chambered in 5.56, or the AUG in 5.56. So a battle rifle is just a infantry rifle chambered in a full power cartridge. So it's capable of slightly longer range and more punching power, but not necessarily more effective range, just because of how it's meant to be used. In the civilian sense, it really doesn't matter much. And in the sense of politics, it means nothing because it's being used completely arbitrarily and just doesn't make much sense in that sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Going back to our I would say our fellow gentleman of past military experience, Sean St. George, would you agree on that assessment?
I unfortunately was unable to hear it. Little disagreement with the 12-year-old about something. But from what I understood, it is about cartridge power or the range of like is it M98 ammo? Whatever we use for our 5.56 NATO.
So 5.56, I think that would be the M193 55 grain green tip or the M8
8.55.
Yeah. The M855 with 62 grain jacket hollow point. So it's basically using like a 308 or a 30-06 versus using like a 5.56 in your rifle. They're both being used in general infantry, but they're using a full power cartridge versus an intermediate cartridge. Like the M1 Grand versus the Sturmgewehr, one used a full power bullet that could be used in that would be used in things like light machine guns or sniper rifles, and one used an intermediate cartridge meant to not quite reach out quite as far, maybe not punch quite as hard, but could be fired more rapidly. But it's all in a military context. It's meant to be used in the battlefield. In the civilian sense, it isn't really applicable because they're being used in two entirely different contexts.
I think that probably sounds a little more correct. I've been out quite a long time, so...
And I've never served. I'm just saying it from the like 2A community side of things. You know, I've never served. I'm ineligible to serve, and I respect all those who can. I'm just in my knowledge of firearms, which is probably a bit limited.
Right.
That's just to the extent of my.
I've noticed a difference between like my brothers. I can't have an arsenal because of a custody agreement.
Oh, that sucks, bro. That's fucked.
Yeah, it is what it is, and
I'm sorry, man.
More important than weapons.
No, completely understandable. Amen to that.
Did you get red flag?
No,
okay.
I think it was just a standard agreement.
Agreement.
We're talking about custody. Well, I didn't agree. The judge imposed it.
I was going to say that. I was going to say,
St. George, you're in Alaska, aren't you?
Yep.
Really?
Hey, family comes first. I get it, man.
Even in Alaska, Dad. Fuck these fucking
Sarah Palin, man.
Well, we also have like the highest rates of DV per capita.
Jeez.
So, well, we have the highest rate of violent crime per capita.
It's the damn polar bears.
Our biggest, the polar bears would actually be doing us a favor if they go down south and cause a little havoc.
I think it's the 30 days of nights and 30 days of sun that fuck with people up there.
Oh, I can imagine.
When you grew up here, you get used to it. Like, it was a shock for me to go down south for basic training, and there's like an even amount of sunlight, even amount of darkness.
Wow, that's one way to live.
Jeez.
I will say this. Mr. E brings up two really good points in the chat here. Says 223 has principally the same ballistics as a 22 mag. That is true.
Yeah. I mean, 223 is a varmint round on steroids. I mean, it is what it is.
223 from my experience with.
Go ahead.
Yeah, from my experience with my weapons when I was in, versus like the only other time I saw another AR platform civilian wise was on when my brother took me out to a gravel pit he was working at that nobody was around, but he's got his own personal arsenal.
Nice.
Oh, apologies about that.
Damn alarms. No, I
Uh-oh.
noticed no difference other than his was just more accurate, but he has a civilian purchased weapon. So he probably had a better barrel, better receiver than what I got
Right.
issued from Knight's Armament. Because Colt hasn't made them Colt hasn't been contracted for a very, very long time.
Doesn't FN still have some of those contracts? Doesn't FN still have some of those contracts?
They do for the 240, I know. So that's the
Oh, okay.
762 fully auto one.
Yeah,
I carry
yeah.
one of those around along with
Oh,
like
wow.
500 rounds on patrol.
Isn't that gun like? Doesn't that whole system weigh like 25 pounds? Then you got to carry the ammo, so it's like 40 pounds total. Jesus Christ!
Oh no! When you're a gunner, you got 500 rounds on your own. Your AG's sitting with another 1,000 rounds.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was gonna say someone else is carrying your rounds.
That is
I
a
have enough
whole
to
lot
get
of
the fight
hate. Holy
started.
shit! Holy shit! You do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Oh goddamn!
Oh, and they're carrying another barrel or two also because when
yeah.
barrel goes
Well,
red, that's
no,
bad.
Mr. E, I gotta
Yeah.
correct you on that.
This is bad,
7.62
right?
is like 30-30.
This is bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 308's like 30-30.
Yeah, no, I know.
Mr.
7.62 by 3.9 is 30-30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it is.
so basically,
It
so
still is
it,
it still is a 30 caliber bullet, but it's not comparable to the powder behind it.
got it.
And that makes a
Three,
lot of sense. The difference between a civilian
the,
round with the same caliber versus what the military uses.
Yep. What would be comparable to 308 would be 6.5 Creedmoor, which they do have similar powders behind them. It's just
6.5 shoots a lot, but in my research, 6.5 shoots a lot straighter because of the way the bullet is designed and the weight of it and all. But it's a bit of a wild card. I don't think any military uses it, but apparently Spec Ops guys and NATO have been using 6mm arc for some crazy shit. But I don't know too much about that. Just some stuff I've seen on YouTube and stuff.
The Swedish were the first one to use 6.5, and it worked quite well.
Mm.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get going. It's about that time for me to get going. Hey, John Osad, I ask you, are you in our Gilded app?
Yes, I'm in Gilded. Just I'm really busy with work and some other stuff, so I haven't been able to dabble too much. I've been in there since the beginning.
You know what? I'd like to check out some of your music if you want to post it, man.
I'll have to get permission from the rest of the band, but because I don't want to dox myself, I got to be kind of careful with it.
No, I understand.
Yep. You guys can always send a private DM through Guild and whatnot. So if you guys want to do it that way, whatnot,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
It is what it is.
All right, guys. It's good talking to you, and I'll see you around.
Minister,
Sure thing, Polska. Good seeing
have
you.
yourself a good night. Good.
Yeah, have a good night.
Have yourself a good night.
Yeah, cheers, brother.
Yep. Edmund has the same approach as I have right now. I'm pretty fucking beat, and I wasn't going to mention this earlier. I was feeling pretty much a little bit under the weather today, but apparently, if it was, I'm gonna fucking beat the fucking thing. But you drink, 5-6 beers and have a couple shots of whiskey. You're feeling all right. You'll be fine.
Feels so much better.
You'll be all right.
And then you're like,
Chinese tooth.
Right. But today is Meme Monday. I did promise some memes, so I did go scroll back and through my archives. I'm sure some of you guys have seen these memes before, but I will share them again just because I like sharing my memes and I like you guys and I like sharing the memes that I have. So we're going to start off with a doozy.
Oh boy.
My 2 ongoing responses to society devolving into an Orwellian dystopia. Making and sharing memes about the collapse of society. Preparing for a purge type situation.
What if we do both?
Oh boy.
This one like hits me really close to home because I literally am both of these people. Because I may or may not have 7.5 months worth of food stored in a closet behind me. And I also may or may not have a certain number of undisclosed ammunition and firearms ready and willing to be used against those that may or may not want to do me harm.
No.
So,
Fair.
oh man. So there was, well, actually, you know what? We are going to play the P break for the first time tonight.
Don't break
Oh,
the
boy.
seal. You're breaking the seal.
I can't break the seal yet. I still got a drink left.
I already
Yeah.
broke the seal, man. I broke the seal.
Oh
2
man.
days ago. Don't worry, man. I can hold my
I don't
own.
know
but,
if this is new news. It just showed up on my phone. Biden calls for assault weapons ban.
You know, he must have forgot about Columbine.
yeah.
To quote Uncle Teddy, come and take it.
The 1991,
God, he puts on such a good fucking show.
the 1991 Gun-Free Zone Act that he himself fucking headstormed, and how many mass shootings have taken place in gun-free
Yeah,
zones?
he created.
I don't know. A whole lot of mass shootings have taken place in gun-free zones, but I'll tell you what, Elijah Dickin carried a gun into a gun-free zone and stopped one in 4 fucking seconds. That guy landed 8 shots 9mm within 4 fucking seconds and dropped the fucker real fucking quick. God bless
Damn
that
right.
guy.
Damn.
Anyways,
Cheers to Elijah Dickin.
it is time for a pee break, and we will get back to the memes momentarily.
Sounds good.
Papa John's Pizza. Papa John's Pizza.
Again, just to
So,
continue the
so speaking,
That was
speaking on,
glorious. Holy shit.
so speaking of wireless hole punchers, I actually have this this question I got to bring up here. So yesterday I had to go down to my mall and get my glasses fixed. Right. So there was a lot of like robberies and shootings happening at my mall recently. So at my mall there is no gun signs allowed anywhere. Right. So you typically I think you can carry. So I was carrying in there and I noticed that there's some posters they put everywhere that they have gun sniffing dogs now. Right. So if you get caught with that, what happens? And the dog sniffs on you.
The dog is interfering on your personal space and is a bigot because you decided that protecting yourself and others is offensive.
Right, but I'm wondering if they're setting themselves up for a lawsuit now because there is no gun sign still.
Matt, do you want to know the answer on that when I took a concealed carry course that the instructors gave me?
What'd they tell you?
All right, so what they told me is that even if you're carrying and this is their example, was inside of a mall that actually had a this is a gun-free zone sign. They told me that if they catch you, because they're not law enforcement, they can't arrest you or, charge you anything. They may say, look, mister, you need to go back out to your car and leave your piece in the vehicle. And then we will, we'll let you back in the building, and they'll pretty much escort you out. You lock your piece back in the vehicle and you're allowed back inside. But if you don't get caught, it's no fucking hassle. And if it's a fucking mall, I doubt they actually have the dogs that are fully trained to have all that training and stuff, because not even all cop dogs, I don't think, are capable of doing all of that at the drop of a hat.
Well, if you're talking like Minneapolis or New York or LA, Seattle, those great bastions of liberal welfare and all this other shit.
Well, even those places are already completely cucked on gun control. Good luck doing that legally. But if you're in a state that's okay with it, and you walk into like a mall that says you can't, let's just say I may know a guy who was at one point in charge of security at one of those places. They put up those signs and hope to God that if a mass shooting does happen, a law-abiding, well-educated, well-practiced citizen in the art of lawful shooting is on scene to deal with the problem, because they're not allowed to even carry on the job.
Yep. So
yeah,
there's that.
Mall.
Just to give a preface of my state laws, we have a right to issue for permits for CCW, which I do have. We have a constitutional carry bill waiting in the fucking ranks to get fucking passed through. But of course, no, we gotta fucking pass we gotta block the fucking transgender bullshit. We gotta protect the fucking trans kid. When it's not fair. Fuck you, you fucking cunts. And on my state legislature. Again, fuck you, you goddamn cunts, for filibustering all that bullshit, for dragging your feet, even though your bills that you supported failed. So fuck you again. Again, I do have a CCW permit to carry within my state.
Good.
There are laws on the books that says I cannot go to a place that serves alcohol and sit at the bar and cannot consume alcohol. I'm sorry, but I carry everywhere I go. If I do go to the places that do serve alcohol, I have 1-2 beers. That's it. And I have my food and I leave. So let me ask you gentlemen this. What is more illegal? Me sitting at the bar having 2 beers while enjoying my food, while I have my pistol on me, concealed carry, or a crazy psychopath breaking through the door and just open firing randomly into the crowd that is in there. And I turn around and I put 3 to 5, perhaps maybe 8 or 12 rounds in this person to make them stop doing the evil things.
I think it's more illegal that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Nope, that was my question.
No,
Answers.
The joke answer is that the illegal part is the fact that you're a white male, and that you're not allowed.
Yeah, they'll make up some charge for you.
That's guaranteed. Which is also why I am a USCCA card carrier. So
I'm U.S. Law Shield.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this going together. So in my state or my county, the DA is a big what's it call it? Burn, loot, murder supporter. So when he goes to court and prosecutes people, he wears the patch.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. And I'm trying to get something together so we could try to get this guy out, because he's just whatever. If some of another color does shootings or kills people, he tries to get them off on a really low charge. But if somebody who doesn't have the melatonin, he tries to get the book thrown at them.
Oh, shocker. But you know what? The funny thing is, that same group of burning, looting, and murdering advocates, they raked in $83 billion billion dollars since 2020. Has a single fucking dollar ever gone to an actual family of color to get them out of the quote unquote white man's prejudice and oppression? Anyone?
No, you know what it did? It bought mansions in white areas.
It bought the founder of BLM 6 mansions in a predominantly white neighborhoods that are gated and fenced with security. Not only security, but armed security. So anyone that supports BLM, go fuck yourselves. You dumb fucks. You been played.
Did you see Candace Owens's little documentary on that on BLM?
Yep.
Yeah, little old Candace Owens with her film crew was such a terrible threat to the I don't know if it was lead management, president, or whatever, but she just felt so threatened, had to cry about it, literally, in the interviews and on Twitter.
See, and
they enrich themselves, not the communities they claim to represent.
BLM is the perfect example of Marxism, and they even admitted that they are trained Marxists.
I don't know if that's on their website anymore, but
no, it is not. But they are on camera during a panel or what the fuck it was. They are on camera admitting we are trained Marxists. This is what we do. And
hello.
You know, that should be fucking red flag number 1. And then all of a sudden they rake in $83 billion from mega corporations, from Microsoft, eBay, the NFL, the NHL, NASCAR, all these fucking big people. Like, oh, we don't want to be the racist ones, so we're gonna donate money to these people. Yeah, because they totally need another fucking mansion.
So it took me a few minutes to get this set up, but there's a clip that I got from Rekieta Law about kind of how gun control actually started.
Oh, Rekieta is so fucking based. That guy is awesome. You know, he's actually right up in Minnesota too, and they have some of the worst fucking gun laws in the country. I don't know why the fuck he doesn't leave, but he's fucking based, man. Love that guy.
I just got it uploaded with the low resolution, but if you guys want to watch it, it's unlisted. But it goes how I know the Miller case is cited many times when it comes to gun control. So the client who got it all the way to the Supreme Court passed away before his case was heard. And his lawyer did not argue the case, so the government did. And that's how government started implementing. Well, you can, like I said, I put the link in private chat so you guys could take a look at it at your leisure. I want to make like a full video on it so I can like cross and confirm everything Rekieta is saying and see if I have some extra info. Because I think that is so, because he makes some, I won't say wild accusations, but like today we go, oh yeah, that actually sounds about right. But for 1930s, probably not.
For 1930s, back in those days, you could order a fucking Thompson full auto submachine gun from the fucking Sears and Roebuck catalog. And I know this because a friend of mine in high school had a Sears and Roebuck catalog from the 1920s. And the shit you could order out of that fucking thing by just writing it out of paper and mailing it to Sears and Roebuck was fucking beautiful. Oh my god. You could order a house and a fucking machine gun for like $1,500. Oh my god, I almost creamed my pants. Goddamn. Freedom. What?
But you gotta remember, $1,500 back in 1930s was a lot of fucking money.
Well, that was back when the gold standard, you know. But I digress. Yeah. Ron Paul did nothing wrong. What?
Yeah, that's a whole fucking stream. But yeah. One thing I do kind of want to end this whole little topic that we're kind of.
I was about to say, apologies for waffling.
Waffles! No, it's too late. I gotta watch what I eat, bro.
This is Waffle World. We do not apologize for making waffles, god damn it.
But I don't want to be a fat ass, god damn it. I can't be a fat ass.
I hate burning mine.
Come to Waffle World. We will oblige you with your waffle needs. But anyways, yeah, I've seen a lot of the what is it? The National Firearms or the
National Firearms Act.
Not that. The NPC coalition.
The not fucking around anymore coalition.
No,
those crazy. Not them. Okay, good. Not them.
No, not them.
They're a fucking. They're a complete glow stick LARP. Fuck those guys.
No, those fuckers will shoot you in the leg with their 22 LR, and yeah, they get.
Well. Here's the thing: they can't because they're all jammed because they're retards. Allegedly.
There is.
It's okay. You can't call me an ableist because I've got ADHD. It's cool.
Right. It's they're somewhat loosely associated with the gun owners of America. The guys that actually procure the fights and actually headstorm the fights for our 2A amendments, unlike a certain coalition, the NRA.
Oh, fuck those guys.
Oh, fuck. All right. I had a sneeze there. Huh. Hold on for a minute.
Bless you.
Yeah. The GOA.
Yeah. Neo boomers for rectally assaulting you. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the NRA. I'm all in for USCCA, GOA, and FBC.
Yes, those are the three people the three companies, coalitions. I don't
That's
really
fair.
know what
organizations.
Organizations that are actively fighting for our rights.
Actual advocacy groups.
Let
Yes.
let me know the last time the NRA actually voiced in actual response to protecting law-abiding citizens of their 2A rights and perhaps expanding rights, because I, for one, you guys don't have to agree with me or anything like that, but non-violent felons that have served their time and have not, re-offended in a violent felony, I should say, in good faith, those people should have their gun rights restored back to them.
Well, you're lucky
Just
because
like their
that's actually
voting
being
rights.
challenged right now in like Supreme Court.
Yeah, right now the those groups really don't do anything. They just send out letters to get mail, to get fundraising, and
Yeah,
it would
Mr.
be
E,
nice-
you're right.
Whoa.
It would be nice if they if the, like, say the NRA or group came out and said, hey, somebody is wrong in pushing these things, but they don't do it on a national level. I would have certain groups could get more donations overnight if they could just come out and say, hey, you're talking out of your ass, these are our rights, fuck off, but they don't do it.
And that's
No, they don't.
That is why I will shout out the GOA, the Gun Owners of America. I'm not too drunk to fucking say their names. Sorry.
Chug some water, bro. It's all good.
I'm good on the water, man. But drinking up bad at work. Gun Owners of America, or the National Firearms Policy Coalition. I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, those two
No,
are
the
fighting really hard
FPC
right now.
firearm policy. Yeah, the FPC is
Yes.
good too.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Those are
FPC, the
valid
GOA,
points.
and then the NAGR, the National something for Gun Rights. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure one of Trump's sons is really involved with the NAGR, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, hey, if you vote for the guy and he pisses off all the right people, I might not agree with the guy and everything, but he pisses off all the guys who've been fucking me over since before I've been born as a vengeance vote. Go right the fuck ahead. I don't care.
Oh no, see, I love 45. At least he had the balls to stand up and call out people. I loved it.
Yeah, man, God's caliber. Fuck him over,
I'm just saying, and Matt and Dynaside, you will probably very much disagree with me on this, but
it's all good.
Trump passed more gun regulation than Obama.
Yep. I am not a big fan. I am not a fan of that whatsoever.
I don't know
you
about
gotta
others.
look at it a positive way. We wouldn't be so close to World War III. This would have been done and over with.
Yeah, I suppose it's fair. I mean, he did do some stuff domestically. I'm not a big fan of. However, he did put a hell of a big bump in the road of all the guys that wanted to deprive me of my future and keep, fucking over all my future and stuff. You know what? Whatever. Just to piss off those guys. Even if we're on a sinking ship, the guy's actively sinking it and depriving it of all the silverware so they can jump ship and go make money. Otherwise, if it pisses off all those fuckers, if I vote for him, I'm fine with it. Cheers to that. Fuck them all.
I'll take mean tweets over World War III any
Yeah,
day.
dude, I miss the days when I could, for $30, I'd fill up my tank. I get 10 miles a gallon. Now I spend over $100 a week putting gas in my car.
Same, it's brutal.
Yep. So here is one stance that may or may not piss off a lot of my fan base, or they will listen to what I have to say.
Well, just look at your viewers. If we start leaving, that's how you know.
And the viewers, I'm not going to say I don't care about the viewers. Love you guys. Love everybody sticking around for that and whatnot. We've been jumping around. We're hovering at the 7 mark. I think the highest we got was like 15 tonight. So it is what it is. For 102 subscribers, whatever. Don't care. But here's my take on politics. I voted for Trump in 2016.
My boy.
Just to piss people off. I voted for Trump in 2020. Just to piss people off. Even though he pissed me off with a lot of what he did and did not fucking do. Examples. Signed an EO banning all bump stocks after the Vegas 2017 incident, which we still haven't learned the full truth.
Yeah, it was a false flag.
Was a bump stock even used in that attack?
No, people are saying something like an M249.
I
remember hearing that.
Look back into Pop's history on that one. He can give you a lot better explanation than I can.
Yeah, supposedly someone was using a belt fed out there.
Yeah, 2 belt feds.
I just don't know why they haven't been
because
the CIA doing it.
Well, FBI, CIA, DEA, all the 3-letter agencies, they're all intertwined in it. So I mentioned the 2017 Vegas mass shooting. Worst mass shooting in American history. We still do not have concrete evidence or a solution on that. Reason number 2 of why I kind of despise Trump. He kept around a lot of Obama hanger-offs. And we all know how the Obama administration. Well, let's not fucking lie. Let's not lie to each other. We all know it's all a fucking shit show. Number 3, he kept on Mr. Antonia Qatar. Mr. Oh yeah, I tortured beagles by putting their faces in flea-infested cages just to learn what the fuck would go on with them. And
that should have gotten Fauci eliminated from his position.
When I was growing up, the beagle dogs that my parents had at the time had 3 litters of beagle puppies. So, Fauci doing those experiments on beagle puppies, specifically that breed, really hits home to me. And it really fucking grinds my gear, makes my fist fucking itch. And if that little cock-sucking rat fucking looking motherfucker ever shows his face around me, I'm going to jail and he's gonna need plastic surgery. I'm just saying. So,
but you're not going to finish.
Fauci already did the world's biggest experiment.
Reason number 4 of why I will not be voting for Trump, but I will be voting for DeSantis, and I will be getting into reason number 5 momentarily. Reason number 4, Operation Warp Speed. Who the fuck did that help, Trump? Huh? Please tell me. Not only did that not focus on pushing the coof jab, that did not do fuck all to prevent it. It actually made people sicker. It forced people to get more jabs, which made them more sicker. And now, how many fucking people that have been involved in professional sports, high school sports, that have just completely fucking dropped dead because of this? Please.
Too many.
Please, Trump, please tell me your reasoning for that shit.
Well, you do know the liberals at one time when Trump was talking about the shots, all the liberals are saying, no, I'm not going to line up and take it because Trump wanted, people to take it. And then the second potato Biden came in, oh no, it completely blew up. You got to take it now or you're losing your job.
That was happening under Trump as well.
On the federal level, or are we talking state by state, locality by locality?
It was
slowly happening.
I'm going to say this. What happens on the federal level trickles down to the state level. So, Trump implementing this, Fast and Furious thing, saying, hey, you can get the jab, but you don't need to get the jab if you don't want to. You don't feel like it. No, it's all up to you. I'm sorry, but that was him washing his hands and saying, I took more donations from Pfizer than Joe Biden did. And Joe Biden took the second most fucking donations from Pfizer. This is known information. Feel free to look it up. But when that got implemented, what was it? New York, California, Michigan, and what was the fourth biggest Democrat governor ran state that said you either get this jab or you lose your job, you lose all your benefits, you lose this, you lose that, you lose everything until you get this fucking jab. Oh, and then you got to get the single booster, which this time it's for real. The booster is going to save you. And then you get the booster. And then they're like,
I don't think anybody feels saved.
3 months down the road, it's like, oh no, you got to get this extra booster. You got to get this extra booster. Any politician with ties to big pharma can literally smurf my balls, snork my shaft, gobble my grundle, tongue tickle my taint, and shove a tongue up my asshole because fuck them. I am not going to bend to your knee because, I need to get this fucking shot because it fucking saved me. I haven't been sick in the past 4 fucking years, and the last time I was sick, it was because of the fucking booze. So, fuck you, you assholes. And my channel will be nuked tomorrow for that fucking rant.
Well, no, apparently you can talk. Apparently, you can talk about it now. You can talk about it now.
But no, I mean, a lot of people are like, and another tangent I kind of want to get onto, but I don't really want to because that
the coof came from the lab. Yeah. It was a bioweapon,
and it was funded by taxpayer.
Yeah,
funding.
Our taxpayer.
Our taxpayer dollars going to a Chinese lab
via gain of function. But I did want to get into some memes, but I got on the ranting now. Fucking rants more, god damn it! But I don't want to rant. I don't want to rant.
We wouldn't be Waffle Central without it.
It would not. But
Oh, you know what? Let's just speed run how quick we get demonetized.
All I have to do is probably share this fucking meme and I'll get demonetized and booted. You rewatch your favorite show to distract you from the current crisis. I rewatch The Simpsons to prepare for the next crisis. We are not the same.
Exactly.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but what happened in the Simpsons movie, like in 2008 or whatever, when the Simpsons movie came out?
Jesus, has it been that long?
Well, they overpolluted the lake, so that's crisis number one.
2007.
2007. There you go. So they overpolluted the lake. They dropped a dome on the city, creating the first 15-minute city. And what did they do to attempt to clean up that mess? Just drop a fucking nuke in it. It'd be alright. It's fine.
It'll be fine.
Because the president the president was elected to lead, not to read. Number 3. Now, how does that sound so fucking familiar? I'm just saying, man. I need to fucking go I need to go make my tinfoil hat. Yeah.
Well, there's the saying, the difference between conspiracy theory and fact seems to only be a matter of a few months to a few years. Well, in the Simpsons case, the entire show run.
The only thing that's nice about being a conspiracy theorist, you don't have myocarditis.
That is true. That I know.
I've never heard of myocarditis until the Pope came out.
Yeah, it's like well these healthy 13-year-olds are having heart attacks. Why is that? Oh, well, it's because the schools mandated a poke that was unexperimental, that was mRNA backed, and the guy that basically invented the mRNA fucking vaccines says this is not fucking viable. It does not work.
Yeah,
but
it's a application.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, yeah. The guy who invented it, they fired him the next day.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan's channel got in trouble because he hosted him and let him say that.
Yeah, and apparently, if you just you go out and buy the certain apple flavored paste for horses, don't do that. No, the CDC said you're not a fucking horse. You're not a cow. Don't do that.
Just take the dose according to your weight.
Can anyone explain to me why Africa has had the lowest numbers of DQ ever reported? Well, it's because they implemented ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine, which just so happens those two medicines fight against malaria. And lo and behold, those two medications are cheap, effective, and cure. What are the 3 things that Big Pharma hates? Cheap, effective, and can cure. There we go. That's the line that's going to get my
ivermectin was already widely in use for another illness. What is it? River blindness.
Yeah, river blindness.
Yep.
But also, there's probably a good reason why Africa doesn't report as well. Just look at their government structures and how either corrupt or incompetent they are.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
if you want to see the real numbers of infection, I know India and Japan were handing out ivermectin tablets, and they had really low numbers of infections.
they were giving out what was it? Ivermectin, Z-Pack,
Yeah.
and another thing
Oh, we
for
we
like
had it.
for
We used to have what's that stuff? You had to get injected for. I had to get it. Monoclonal antibodies.
yep.
Yep, I had it. I had to get it because I caught the Delta, and I was actually very close to dying. Dude, next day I was back on my feet.
Yep. But it looks like we have one more person in here. He goes by the name of Will Can Go Off Himself. Will, can you identify yourself for us, good sir?
Turn on the cam.
This may or may not be.
Well, he's
the
got to
person.
unmute himself first.
Oh, and there
It's
we
a
go.
hater. It's definitely a hater.
Haters. Haters, I love them, but if you're just gonna come on here to hate, go fuck yourself. Don't
Yeah,
care.
come on here and let's chit chat.
Yes,
Yeah,
please
come on,
do.
dude. Say what you got to say.
Please do come on here and say something.
Tell me
say
how good
something.
the jabs are.
Gotta say something.
Well, I wouldn't know. I never got one.
Exactly.
Yep. But I do have.
Thankfully, my kid was already got it confirmed, so he's natural.
Yep.
So if they try to push that, I'd be like, nope, he's got natural immunity. And if they say, well, what about X, Y, and Z? I'm like, he's got the original. I'm pretty sure his immune response is going to work just fine, having a baseline of the original strain. So
Yeah, see, I watched one video that allegedly that said every time you get the so-called safe and effective poke, it reduces your immune response by 25% immediately.
Oh yeah, it wrecks your immunity. Israel had that study.
Every time you get boosters and all this other stupid shit, you're more susceptible to what they would call natural causes. So you go in, you unknowingly have a family history of, we'll just say, heart issues. You get 1 to 3 boosters for the jibby jabs. And you're an athlete, you may or may not have a sad event. If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Have you ever noticed they never had Damar Hamlin have a interview?
No.
Like he needs to get on camera and say what the hell happened.
Yeah, they allowed him. They brought him into the stadium with a golf cart.
Oh, okay, that's him. Yeah.
And then when he got out, there was a complete fucking crowd of people around, so you couldn't fucking fully confirm it was him. He had a mask on. He had a hoodie on. He walked up the stairs and whatnot, even though he was supposed to be on oxygen and what. He was then seen parading around with allegedly his son, his wife, or his baby mama, not in the same camera angle, while he was dancing around, partying it up, doing this now.
Oh yeah, looking like Kanye on Alex Jones's show.
Yep, and allegedly throwing up the Illuminati, triangle symbol, even though he was supposed to be throwing up the heart symbol because he was fucking throwing up the heart symbol, man. It's like, have we heard from him? The same goes for Fetterman.
Oh yeah, I think
Have we-
Fetterman's
Isn't
actually dead.
Fetterman still in hospital for depression?
Fetterman is dead, and the replacement is a very piss poor replacement, because when we look at the original Fetterman, his ears are sticking out like this. The next Fetterman, his ears are folded in. The nose is completely fucking different. There is no fat face on him. The neck is completely fucking skinny like mine. Like his neck has been stretched. But yeah, no, that's totally the same Fetterman, man. Don't worry about it. Go fuck
I thought
yourself.
it was going to be his wife that succeeded him because of the I don't know if you heard the gaffe when Biden said that his wife is going to make a good senator during the campaign.
Well,
But no,
Biden,
they took off to Niagara Falls for vacation while he's hospitalized.
yeah, that's totally normal. You know, the wife, completely goes off on an extravagant vacation while the husband could literally die the next fucking day in the hospital. He was dead a long time ago.
As I was saying, this man's sleeping in the ground. He's gone.
He dead. Fetterman has been dead for a long fucking time ago. I will go make myself an aluminum foil fucking kufi if I need to.
I don't know how he even won. I don't know how he won. I mean, how do you respond? Okay, when he had the interview, he said, "Good night, everybody." I was like, "That right? Who votes for him?"
It's because
Yeah, I watched the Oz debate, and I was like,
He said, "Good night,
get
everybody."
Oz is not, I get Oz is not everybody's favorite.
no,
But then
because
again, he did vote in, or Biden did get more votes allegedly.
In the middle of the night, 3 a.m.
See, and the funny thing is that Fetterman and Biden get brought up is we all know that mail-in voting is a sham. It's a scam, and it mainly benefits Democrats. There are locations and states where mail-in voting is legal. So, Republicans, I'm looking in the camera so that you know that I'm talking to you. Republicans, and I'm using those in very loose quotes. Those people that want to actually make America great again. Use mail-in voting to your advantage. Don't fucking drag your feet. Don't fucking do the stupid bullshit that you did the fucking last election and then come back and fucking bitch. Fuck you.
I've been hearing that from I know not everybody's fond of Timcast, but his latest Republican guests, they are talking about switching their entire campaign focuses to ballot harvesting like the Democrats have been doing. So they're going to play the Democrat game instead of playing.
And you see how quick it blows because the Democrats don't like it.
No.
If they don't,
hopefully it has that reverse effect where we get regular voting like we used to do prior to COVID.
If the people that don't actually want to see change in our country actually play by the fucking rules that are implemented by those seeking to destroy our country, well then our country is fucking destroyed.
I think we've been destroyed for a hot minute.
Yeah, we've been gone for quite a while, and I'm just waiting for that tiny little bit, just a little bit, to fucking finally turn this fucking whole shit show upside down. People start nuking each other left and right, and it's like, Well, you should fucking listen to me,
I know. I'm
man.
just patiently waiting. I'm just gonna get my lawn chair and put it out in front, crack a
Yep.
cold beer, and just watch it all blow up.
Yep. See, and I did have the idea of, well, maybe I do need to buy a house, buy my own fucking shit, and own something instead of renting. I was like, yeah, maybe not yet.
And then in my mind, as I'm watching these nukes blow up, oh, I guess this is better than mean tweets. I guess.
Right? Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah, we got. Don't worry about Ukraine. We're sending all of our military over there.
No. Where's our shit?
No, that's the problem. We
I
are
believe
using
I believe-
our special ammo to send over, and if we get into a fight, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
China's gonna try something.
I'm surprised they didn't try to take Taiwan within the last 6
Well,
months.
okay, you gotta remember they already tested us by sending a damn balloon over.
Well, that's calm.
Yeah, but that's been happening.
That's common, yeah. That's been
I
happening.
love that. I had a laugh when they said, "Oh, it's common. It happens all the time." What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these
Oh.
balloons just don't happen to drift and self-propulse themselves over areas that may or may not have nuclear summer.
The silos, yeah.
Yeah, the
got
nuclear
a-
silos.
I got a funny
No,
Ukraine
no.
story, if you want to hear it.
Funny as in ha ha, or as funny as in actually like ha ha ha.
Maybe a little both.
Funny as it was fun.
So, my last year in active duty, and let's say the 2010s, I got a security briefing about who is operating inside my state and around my area where we're stationed at. And Ukrainian special agents or their intelligence agency was actively, had agents here keeping an eye on things. But not as a friendly nation, but as an adversary. Because they're really kind of curious about what's happening in Alaska, especially if the ice caps melt enough for us to have a lot more stable sea travel without having to use, what is it? I want to say a plow ship, but that's not the right term.
That's what I called my ex-girlfriend.
The plow ship?
Oh, fuck yeah. It was just the plow. Just the tool of the plow.
Yeah, sorry if I stepped on you there, Jimmy. I noticed you left.
Oh, Jimmy actually left?
Well, his camera's off and he's muted.
Uh-oh.
That's why I'm saying sorry if I stepped on him and he's like, that fucking St. George dude.
He's probably taking a leak. Listen, man, you want to get your shekels up, we need a live stream of this.
Hmm?
No, I said to Jimmy, he's probably taking a leak. I said, oh, you want to bump up your donations, got to have a live stream of that. People pay good money.
Well, I would have already sent something on Cash App, but then I would have had to register and all that. I'm like, I'll do that in a little bit.
See, I told you.
No, I'm back in. No, yeah, I'd take a leak, man.
That's it. That's what I said, Jimmy. If you want to bring up your shekels, you have a live stream of it. People pay good money.
No, I would rather not people listen to me take a leak. But we do have a person in the background. His name is how's the Pope taste? So we will take a gamble.
Well, let's find out. Let's let him talk about it.
That a
All
son of
right.
flipper.
Ow! God. Ow.
What was that? You got some trolls?
Apparently we got some trolls. But hey, you know what? Trolls, please do come back on.
Hey, you know what?
Instead,
We're gonna. He makes us famous.
instead of posting random weird bullshit music that blows our eardrums out.
Did that sound like a Looney Tunes intro or outro?
That sounded like some
squelched.
kind of like mariachi arriba ay 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 kind of shit and whatnot. But yes, trolls, do please come back on. Also, have some more arguments other than whatever the fuck that was.
Give us some meat to roast.
Yes, because myself, Edmund, Sean, and Matt, we are more than experienced in the trolling department. So, if you do want to come back on, please do so, but come with a valid talking point and or argument, and not just some fucking random stupid shit.
Well, you gotta remember, it's like playing chess with a pigeon. They just get mad and shit all over the board.
Yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, I was told that I did promise you guys some memes, and we are 3.5 hours into the stream. Is an hour and a half longer than I wanted to go.
Let's go the whole
But
hour. Let's do it. Let's go till
it
3 in
is
the
what-
morning.
No.
Please no. But this meme actually is pretty relevant to the two trolls I've had come in and post stupid shit and bug out and whatnot. But my guess is they're wanting more of the latter, or more of the former than the latter. Me, I need a personal massager. Hitachi, no problem. Here's our magic wand. There you go, trolls. That's what you want. Anything else? And then you have myself and all the other gentlemen on the stream that have way more testosterone than you. Me, you wouldn't happen to know where I can get a 20-ton industrial crawler excavator, would you? Hitachi, you're not gonna fucking believe this. But yes, the same people that build the pleasurizers for the trolls in our chat that we've had tonight, and for the women that may or may not be a part of the troll's life. Yeah, the Hitachi, it brings their woman way more pleasure, and us, the blue collar men that can run the 20-ton crawler industrial excavator, also turn your woman on more than you do. So, please, again, trolls, please bring it on. Please, unless you have something intelligible to bring on to my streams, and where we can actually have a civil conversation.
You're not going to get a civil conversation.
I will be
That's
civil.
hard.
I will be civil. I will be the civil one. But can you be the same? Can you? Trolls? Leftists? Trans rights activists?
And you know
You
what's
have a-
hilarious? So last time I just walked around one of these protests that was going on, right? And I asked a bunch of people, "So what are you doing here?" Boy, I bullshit you not. A lot of them said, "I don't even know why I'm here."
That's because
Like,
they're
great.
hired.
Bro. The same can be
Okay,
said
that's
for
not wrong.
Marie-
That's not wrong. I know the commandant will say something different, but yeah, no, not entirely wrong.
I mean, that is, I'm just saying that is not the first time she has been on her knees in front of a man. I'm just saying. But
I don't know. I don't get why so many, I guess we'll just say natural women are so eager
why
to reinforce this kind of
why
celebration.
are so many women that were so absolutely fucking pro feminism, yay feminism, this and that, we're going to destroy the patriarchy. Why are those same exact women are either A, silent on trans women completely dominating women's sports, even though they were far subpar in the men's division, dominating women's sports, or B, why are men that are so-called coming out as women getting all of these participation trophies?
Well, it's not just participation trophies, it's
And
national women's competitions, presidential awards now.
Because we as men, we do it better.
And not saying that you're wrong, because the patriarchy reigns strong, especially in women's sports, and being better women than biological women. So, in other words, biological women, speak out or shut the fuck up. Those are your only two choices at this time. And right
Well,
now,
unfortunately, they're picking the latter.
they are picking the latter. And I'm sorry, but you know what? I don't care. Because when Leah Thompson first stepped on that diving board and jumped in the water, if all of those women would have just said, you know what, fuck this, and then sat down and crossed their arms and then just stared at that man, thinking that he's a woman, and if they would just sat there and stared at him, I would have had a lot more respect. Oh no, they decided to jump in the water and compete. I'm sorry, ladies, you are not going to beat him. He was literally, 423rd in the men's division. And then he's like, nope. I'm a woman, even though I'm going to let my lady cock and balls flop around in the locker room along with biological women. No, you're a bigot. You're a fascist. You hate trans people. Leah Thompson, whoever the fuck your real name is, go fuck yourself, and please do fade off into obscurity. Fuck you.
Well
Yes,
said.
I do realize that this channel probably will be nuked by the end of this stream, but you know what? This meme puts it all in perspective. when people see my feed, when people see my dumb shit in their feed this morning, 6 a.m. and already that boy ain't right. You know what the funny thing is? On this argument, I am right. So go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you, all you trans activists and all this bullshit, whatnot. Fuck you for completely eliminating the women's gender because you've already fucking deleted the fucking men's with fucking all the fucking family court issues and all that other shit. So,
Yeah.
on that point, I think I've been spun up enough. Gentlemen, are any closing arguments that you have tonight? Edmund, we will start with you, good sir.
Any closing arguments? No, the country is pretty much screwed. Do your own advocacy. Plan accordingly.
Absolutely. Matt W., any final thoughts from you, good sir?
The world's going to hell in a handbasket. Get a cold beer. Get your lawn chair, sit out front, watch the fireworks.
And learn to adapt. All right. Sean St. George, final thoughts from you, good sir.
Well, if we're all going to go to hell in a handbasket and everybody else is going to watch a very fiery but peaceful fireworks show, I think I'm just going to go find my local vault and replay Fallout till the Fallout is cleared, and then take all that knowledge and retake, well, my little neck of the woods. You guys can retake your own parts, and we'll meet up later.
So you tell me you're gonna play Fallout in a Fallout, do the Fallout section
During the Fallout.
During the Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I like it.
We need nuclear waste to happen for that to happen. So we need like China or Russia to drop the nukes. So we may or may not have to
Any day now.
We might have to put it. We're gonna have to put a betting pool on who's gonna drop the modern day nukes first. USA, China, or Russia. Or hell, we'll even throw in the wild card. Hell, we'll throw in Iran. You know, they're on the 75-1 odds.
You know, I'll throw in for North Korea because he is doing the nukes again.
North Korea,
and them shits are flying over Japan.
There's another option. So you never know. You just never fucking know.
Well, it's funny. Kim Jong-un's been pretty quiet throughout the last year.
Kind of, not really, but
quiet enough so that the news is not covering him.
He literally did just put an entire city on lockdown because one military person lost 635 rounds of ammunition. And the lockdown was not going to be lifted until all 635 rounds of ammunition were found and accounted.
So they lost a crate of ammo.
Yep.
Oh, God. And I thought Hands Across Iraq was bad for a set of nods.
Right. It's like the meme that Donut Operator posted. It was the dude that was pushing the two red buttons. It says, "Go to Iraq, go live in Afghanistan, and own a fully automatic AK-47 in a Dishka, but you can't drink alcohol." I don't know about you. Well, it's Afghanistan, man. You can't. Islam doesn't like you drinking alcohol, man.
Oh, that's for the plebs who obey. That's not for the people in charge who go, "Oh, but I'm doing this." What is it? It was in Do you remember the HBO series The Cell? It was like HBO or Showtime about an Islamic cell that infiltrated the U.S. and they got some guy to go undercover in the cell. One of the reasons that they were allowed to drink is they used some religious mental gymnastics in the Quran to say that, oh, they're allowed to indulge like their enemies if they're waging war against the enemy, pretty much.
So
Exactly.
they use religious exemptions to get away with what they want to do.
Mental gymnastics to create a religious exemption.
That
Sounds familiar.
Like our religion.
It sounds very fucking familiar. But on that note, I think we will call it for the night, just so that we are not going for 4 hours. Normally we do. We are 20 minutes short.
Well, we're already well past your first anticipated end time, so
yeah. Well, I started a stream just to label it. Come in, talk shit. This is what happens. But it is
my
what
real
it is.
question, I wonder how CNN is going to downplay it if we do get a firework here. I want to know how bad. Oh no, it was a peaceful nuke.
Well,
fiery but peaceful fireworks.
If anything, I hope it lands right where a bunch of fucking politicians live. How about that?
If they manage to downplay Palestine, then they can downplay this.
The nuclear weapon that China may or may not have unleashed upon the United States, even though the entire tail section says from CCP China, it was dropped mainly on a white suburban anti-trans radical Christian neighborhood. So it's all good.
Right, and Trump was involved.
That's how they're going to play it off.
That's a Babylon Bee article headline.
And you see Trump getting indicted for it again.
Was he being indicted for fucking a porn star? Is that what it is?
He was, but then he wasn't, because apparently she sent in a letter saying that the affair never happened. I never met this, or I never saw this man naked before. But then again, she goes on to say, oh yeah, he's got a 3-inch fucking mushroom stamp and this and that, blah, 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 blah. But then, oh yeah, and then Trump has to pay $300,000 in hush repetitions when, Slick Willie Clinton paid $580,000 to another fucking chick to keep her fucking ass quiet.
Well, that's also the same woman who laughed at a victim of her clients in court for really nasty things.
Yeah, this is
then
what this
destroyed that little kid on the stand.
The thing is, I really, really do want to see this country prosper and come back from beyond all of this bullshit.
We're too far gone.
We're too far gone yet.
I got some hope still.
There is, this is all in my opinion. Again, you got your opinions can differ, and I respect your opinions and whatnot. But in my opinion, there is no fix. There is no rebuilding from the foundation that has become so fucked up, i.e., political opposition, the trans opposition, the religious, hateful rhetoric opposition, the racial opposition, and whatnot. There is no rebuilding. We cannot rebuild anew from a foundation that is already on shaky grounds. Let the fucker burn to the ground. Rebuild the foundation and rebuild the country.
I mean, if you take if you just abolish every law except the Constitution and then restart from there, you're probably going to be in a better place.
Yep. See, and I myself, I don't know what I would consider myself politically speaking. I would say I am what I have considered myself for the last like 5-6 years, a libertarian constitutionalist. I am libertarian in my beliefs. What what you do is you. That's fine. Don't break the law, and don't interfere with anyone else's way of living, i.e., children or parents that don't want their children to be indoctrinated for stupid shit and whatnot. Live your life. We'll all be free.
Well, that
I'm
was
happy
it. No one cared about the whole trans things until children got involved.
But then I'm going to say it. The trans movement is a Marxist movement, and they are also an MK Ultra style kind of movement, because you're injecting all kinds of indoctrination onto a certain small percentage of a minority, which is a percentage of the total population. You're saying that your percentage of a percentage is being genocided, and you need to be fighting back. And then today's events, they fought back. But Christianity and the people pushing against the trans thing, we're the bad guys. And on that note, I think I'm done for the night, because I'm gonna get fucking way too spun up on that shit, on that topic and whatnot.
Yeah,
Although I am curious to know if they're still going to talk about Tennessee tomorrow.
Probably, because they're going to pivot from it being a trans on religious attack, which is a hate crime, but the ACLU or any of those statistics tracking hate crimes won't consider this a hate crime because of political reasons and whatnot. They'll ignore it. We will keep talking about it because we are actually rationally thinking people, saying, hey, stop doing this towards people, stop pushing this shit towards children, and we may or may not find some common ground here. More than likely, probably not. That is why I reject any and all trans talking points. Fuck you. I will not let you mutilate via surgery or hormone therapy or gender affirming care. If you want to know what
gender affirming care,
if you want to know what gender affirming care is, I have a link via BitChute about what German. God damn it.
Well, I mean, it came from the same idea. What you're talking about.
Gender affirming care. Gender affirming care. If you want to know what gender affirming care looks like, reach out to me, because I have a link via BitChute that I have yet to get a response from on Twitter from not one, not two, but 3 local state senators that I have personally sent to, saying, if you say this is what gender affirming care is and this is what needs to be pushed on children, you are evil, you are fucked in the head, you need to either resign and leave my state, or you need to, I'm not going to say it because certain
get primaried.
in a certain way, if you understand where I'm coming from.
Damn it! I was trying
Anyway.
to save you there, Jimmy.
There is no saving me when I
And the channel's gone.
and we're banned. And we're banned. No wonder I believe.
Just
No
that
wonder
you
I
say the
believe.
screen goes blank and we're all banned.
That's all right. We'll see you all on Rumble.
I'm just saying, to the state senators and state representatives pushing that kind of bullshit in my state, be prepared to get primaried. And if you don't, pack your shit, leave for California, New York, or Illinois, where that shit is nothing accepted. Because
Well, no, they don't like it. They don't like that because they go to our states and bring their shit with them.
If they thought today's actions, because of certain demographics being genocide, when they aren't, because people are pushing back and saying, stop fucking doing this to children. I'm just saying, if there are retaliations, I don't condone it, but I understand. So
Heavy on the condone part.
Heavy on the condone part. Because
Or hope it just doesn't happen altogether.
It's, I hate to say it, Sean, but it's going to happen. I don't condone it. But if a certain father were to go off and do a certain activity that ends up with a certain person of a certain affiliation that is guilty of doing a horrendous thing to said father's child, I see you over there, but this is just my opinion. I see that father over there and has that person in a certain circumstance, but I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna text on my phone. If I hear some noises over there, don't worry about me. Don't worry about it. I didn't see nothing. Didn't see
That's
nothing.
right. Your headphones will cover it.
Hear no evil, speak no evil, know no evil.
Yes. So on that message, ladies and gentlemen, going to end you with this thought.
This thought.
A thought.
We need some butts in the chat.
We are living in very evil times where a certain someone that has been protected by a certain side of a political party can do a certain evil, and that evil will be pivoted back onto us because we like having things that are made out of steel, aluminum, plastic, and shoot things made out of brass, lead, gunpowder, copper jacket, and a few other things if you can afford them. If you know what I'm saying. So when more of these kind of attacks happen against us people that say, leave the children alone. be prepared to fight back, fight hard, and God forbid, fight to the death. Because this is what we're up against these days. So, again, be prepared, protect yourself, protect your children, protect any innocent life out there. Because evil is out there, and evil does not care.